What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Hello, hello, hello.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my neck phones. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Jamie?
Yo, yo.
Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this?
Yo, yo.
You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on her DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud. And I got low teens, I'm a low teen god. False flagging, mundane nagging. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot. Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger? Right? Very nice. Alright. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? It's time to go. It's time to blow. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these O's. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP. Notorious. I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious. They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace. They're like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor bee. I can't get rid of them. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind. And I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this looming world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all today. I'm back, baby. What's up, Errant Massa and Roachbait? How you doing? Great thumbnail. Thank you. Thank Cadsper when you see him. Images are done by him. They're hilarious. I love them. Can't get enough of them. But I said I would do the DSP catch-up stream again, part 2. Here it is. I had to work some extra hours and whatnot, so that kind of took some time, but it happens. It happens. All right, let me get my main song though, chat. My main one. I gotta get that main one, which I don't think I can loop it anymore, which saddens me, but it's okay. Life, it finds a way. Anyway, so we're gonna do the catch-up part 2. Gonna see what other buffoonery I have missed that Phil has done. Though I have heard. What's up, Ghost Hunter? Right now I know Icy plans on joining. So that's gonna be fun. I know she wanted to do the second one. There we go. Huh, it's acting up today. Oh well. What's up, Vanguards? Again, thank you. Please thank Cadsper when you see him. The artwork or AI images are done by him. Big ups to him indeed. I got him in. I want to say I gave him proper thanking in the description. Let me check real quick. Indeed, I did. Awesome, awesome. So, what is up, Moth Loves June, the king? Let's go. What's up, Well Swayed? Big ups. Glad to see you guys here. So, we're going to get into it. Make sure I got levels where they need to be. I don't need anyone's eardrums being blown off. I don't want y'all mad at me. Like, Ice, how could you do this to us? But I get it. I get it. Oh, there you go. That's good. That's good right there. It don't need me lower than that. Yes, we have the Dragon Booba. We got Rydrake and Icy Temptress, which I need to. Oh God, I need to be in Discord. I'm not even in Discord. Look at it. Look at it. Failed stream already. Shut it down. Exactly, Rydrake. Shut it down. Here we go. I am sorry. You were here, Icy. Sorry about that.
I know. I'm sitting here like, how am I supposed to comment on shit if you're not here?
I know. I botched it up. I botched it up. I swear.
You did. You did. Chat, I think you should just, stop and restart. I mean, he needs a new start. He needs a new start.
Oh God. Vanguard. I think I said hi to you, but I'm saying it again anyway, Vanguard. The robotic thing in Tuesday is still recovering. Oh man. I hope you feel better, man. Get lots of rest. Don't do anything you don't have to do. Like, just relax. Haven't had a cig since Monday night. Oh, I bet you're craving one like a motherfucker too. I swear there were two
Hey, what's
pumpers
going on,
in the
YouTube?
What's up, Vanguard? How you doing? Welcome.
Good.
Ramen,
I forgot
what's
a few
up?
minutes before I had to step out for work tonight.
That's right. You be safe going to work, man. So
I
the
will,
two
man, but I
propers
got
in the
some-
vortex. The one ago, I know. Oh, you're talking about Linda DeRange. She's proper number 2.
Now I got a few minutes to spare to hang out for a little bit, and then I'll be popping back into the other chat once I'm finished.
I hear that. DISA's to her. Oh, speaking of that, what's up, Ramen? I heard about the whole issue with Subaru Man and Cat. That was interesting to go over. Fandel, great to see you. Big ups.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
What's
Soul,
up,
man?
Soul?
Oh, what's up?
Uh,
Hey, the gang's all here.
My friend's having a terrible day with his grandmother, and that's
Oh no.
Oh,
That's not good.
it not to kind of bring down the mood, but just kind of one of those things that you feel bad, but you really don't have the advice for him,
Right.
Yeah.
because unfortunately his grandmother suffers from dementia.
That's
So yeah, and it's like I don't know the words to say, and it's like there are no words, but at the same time you want something to say.
yeah.
So going on. So it's kind of like pins and needles talking to someone online right now.
I get that. As long as you're there for them, that's all you can do. That's the best you can do, honestly. And I hope things go well for them.
It seems to be calming down now for her, but at the same time, I can understand him being on pins and needles for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ramen. Hey, Will Swade. What's up?
Right, Drake. This is like
Yeah,
Ice's version of the Kino Casino. Wait, hold on. I gotta say, hold on. What is it they like to do? 55 subs! Yeah!
Oh God.
And then to find out,
I am not
That
going
had,
to.
and then to find
I
out
had a
the
family member that had Alzheimer's, so I kind of understand what you're talking about. So
Brand Dude and Meth Bear went into deep dive. Okay, because I knew Taking L's went over it too. You got
Taking
routine
L's
blood work
cool.
tomorrow, Aaron Massa. Oh man, hopefully it goes well, man. I hope they don't find anything. Her little
Definitely
damn
taking L's. Went over it, and no, brand new didn't. Somebody else did. I can't remember. That also went over it. I saw it like quickly.
Let's see, Ice. Did you see the side scrollers are banning people that said DSP felted them? I'm not surprised. Most people start banning people when people run in saying that. I mean, it'd be like if someone ran in here screaming that nonsense. It's like, whatever. I mean, if that's what you want to say, go for it. I don't really give a shit either way. Like, it's just
Exactly.
words. It's just words at the end of the day.
yeah, and Roach Bait, I understand about the bronchioscope and everything. When my dad passed away from lung cancer in 2005. When they did his bronchioscope, they said it was the hardest one they ever did. They didn't even get down into the lungs. They just were like halfway through the bronchial tubes, and his lungs were so swollen and so red they couldn't proceed any further. So I hope yours is so much better than that. I really do.
I don't know. I really don't know about the other proper that covered Phil. Like, I don't know, predating my knowledge now. I have no idea. I just know Lynn and that's the only other person that it kind of sounds like proper. Or do you mean... Wait, do you mean Prophet? Because I know Prophet covers Phil as well.
Oh, good. Oh, good, Roach Bait. And I hope, if they... I hope they don't find anything. I hope
What's up,
that,
Miles? Good
you
to
brought...
see you.
It's just like maybe some asthma or some bronchitis left over. It's nothing serious, and if it is, it's caught early enough that they can do everything and get rid of it. That's my hope for you.
Miles, good to see you.
Although I have to tell you a funny joke about my dad. I have to tell you a funny joke about my dad. When he was in the hospital, like he went into the emergency room. You know those patches that they put on you for nicotine patches and everything. Yeah. My dad turned around to them. Now my dad, you're talking about smoking. My dad smoked 2 cartons in 2 weeks.
What?
Yes. He smoked 2 cartons in 2 weeks.
He got my dad beat by a mile.
Okay. And hopefully they're benign, Roach Bait. Or they're not aggressive, let's put it that way, because I got a friend that's fighting that very thing right now, and one lung's completely not collapsed, and the other one they started to find some stuff on. So yeah, it that hits way too close to home. But anyways, getting back to my dad, and the funny guy my dad is, my dad was a big kid, always was, the whole 9 yards. And they told him, hey, sir, give me, your arm for the nicotine patch, right? So my dad turned around and he said, you know what, this time you're gonna get my arm, next time you're gonna get my ass, because y'all could take it, because I'm just gonna shit all over it, because that shit doesn't work.
Damn.
Yeah, he says, so stick it on my ass next time so I can shit on it. He hated it. Then he left AMA, and then he wound up going back like a day and a half later. And then, yeah. From diagnosis to death, my dad was 2 weeks. But when they found it, I honestly, there's a lot of theories out there, and I know it's deeply personal and all, but, I'm cool with that. I don't mind talking about it. I really, really don't. Whenever they discovered it, it was 65% on one side and 45% on the other. And I honestly believe to this day that he knew well before. He just didn't do anything about it. And there's personal reasons why I think he didn't, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad smoked a carton in one day. That's what he did. And the whole house was filled with smoke. And to the point, I just went outside and went to my grandmother's house because I was like, I can't breathe and I don't feel like laying on the floor the entire time.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, he'd be smoking one, and as that cig is finishing, he's lighting the next cig up with that cig, and he just kept it rolling.
And what's funny? Talking about lung cancer and stuff like that, and smoking in particularly, I know a woman. When I was working for a different company, I know a woman who the doctors honestly told her, "Don't stop."
Oh wow, she was too far in.
She had lung cancer. They told her, "Don't stop, because if you stop, it'll kill you."
Jeez. Let's see here. Ice Gundam Breaker 4 season pass was announced today, and it's all Gundam Seed. Because the sales and the pre-orders were less than 10K in Japan. Oof.
Oh, he's
people have lost faith in Gundam, man. Like with Sunrise and what they've been doing with Gundam here lately, people are losing faith. They're losing faith in these Titan genres like Gundam, Dragon Ball Z, like that, and they've become too mainstream. It's kind of like they're now Gundam. As much as I like it, it's now become the normie thing. So,
well, I guess you're just gonna have to start liking furry Gundams.
Well, there's a
Oh no, I just have to watch Zoids for that.
Well, there's server beta tests going on for Gundam Breakers 4 going on over this weekend.
Oh, nice. Took a few hits off some weed. Hell yeah. But let's get into this hot mess. Oh, that's why it was all fucked up. It was on the wrong screen.
And what's crazy, Roach Bait, you talk about that. I have a friend who is on who gets it medically, right? And she has Crohn's. She has Crohn's and ulcerative colitis and stuff like that. And she was on all sorts of type of medications and whatnot. She got medical marijuana. Not only is she off of all of her medication, she's actually gaining weight.
Damn.
So the doctors are happy about that.
Amazon.
I'm telling you, the moment it
Oh,
becomes
the Yakuza show is not following the games. I mean, they can easily do Kazuma Kiryu's up and coming, becoming a Yakuza. As far as I know, that hasn't been done in the timeline. I could be incorrect, so don't hold me to it. I'm not a Yakuza buff. But they could do that. Or, I mean, Yakuza is one of the things that's big enough you can kind of just throw in a story anywhere and it kind of works. As long as you just got people getting the shit kicked out of them in ridiculous ways. Helps you relax. Hey man, nothing wrong with that. Mortal Kombat fell off. I heard that. Gundam is falling.
I'm telling you, the moment
it's time for Digimon to rise. Oh god.
The absolute moment that it becomes legal across the United States, watch Big Pharma get their hands in it, and then it's going to get
Big Pharma's going to be all up
ridiculous.
in that.
They're just waiting. I'm telling you, they're just waiting. I've always said it. Always. Once it becomes legal across the board, Big Pharma's going to get in it, and then it's going to be stupid ridiculous.
The head of the Dojima is a black woman. Oh, I mean, of course, they gotta insert, diversity, in something that's in Japan.
Inclusivity.
I mean, it's something in Japan, but we're gonna have diversity in there. Which, all right, if that's what you want to do, go for it. But if your show doesn't do well,
worse.
oh well.
It's gonna be even worse, Big Roach Bait. I'm telling you, watch.
Now, if she can play the role well of a Yakuza, then I have no problems with that. But if she can't play the role of a Yakuza, then we got problems. But whatever. Who do you think sets the prices?
Exactly. Because you can't tell me they're not backdooring. You can't tell me they're not backdooring in like all the states that it's legal. You can't tell me they're not backdooring those dispensaries. That they don't have a hand in it.
You know they do. Mortal Kombat's adding animalities in September. Huh. Didn't they have animalities already?
You can play Mortal Kombat and do an animality as a furry.
No, they did. Yeah, no, I know, Fandel. I'm saying, like, if they couldn't find, and this is gonna sound batshit insane coming from me, if they couldn't find a Japanese actor or even a Asian actor to fill the role of a Yakuza boss the way they want them to be portrayed, and if this woman portrays the boss the way that the boss is supposed to be portrayed, so be it. I mean, it worked for, much as I hate to say it, Daredevil back in the day. It was, I can never remember his name, and I love him as an actor. He passed away. But Kingpin, as we know, is a white male, but in this movie he was a black guy. But he played the Kingpin as Kingpin was supposed to be. So in situations like that, it can work. But if they're just DEIing it, then it's gonna go to shit, and you're gonna see it in the product.
Ice is called inclusivity.
Fuck inclusivity.
Say it with me, Ice. Inclusivity.
Fuck that. If that's the case, I want to be in the next Lawnmower Man movie.
It's our new keyword. It's our new. It's a new buzzword. You need to have.
I remember pre-legal weed. It's hard to believe the government weed can be worse than that. Yeah, that is true.
You have to have, somebody of every race. You have to have every sexual orientation known to man.
I mean, that's true. I mean, and again, though, this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood fucking up everything, because Hollywood has to have their hand in everything, and they want ratings, and they're listening to people who don't watch the product, who don't buy the product, and they're like, well, these are the people that are on Twitter, and they're going to be angry if we don't have a white guy in Japan, or a black guy in Japan, or an Asian guy in a Russian movie or something. I'm just throwing random shit out there.
Talking about that, I've heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true, but there's a short list for James Bond and they're leaning towards Idris Elba, which I personally will not shit on because I love me some Idris. Because fuck.
He would fit. Like, he would honestly fit. I mean, but what kills me is, like, I heard that, and then they came with the whole rise of, oh, well, it can't be Idris Elba because he's black and he wouldn't fit in. I'm like, have you not played Hitman?
That's the biggest argument against it is because he's black.
Agent 47 is a white man that does not fit in a white area. Like, come on now. And yes, that's a game, and I'm comparing a game to a movie, but they already did it in James Bond when he went to, what was it, Live and Let Die with Harlem. A white man in a black Harlem. Look at all, they've already done this. Oh yeah, Jane Bond is now a black woman.
Yeah, but
that's
I
right.
heard there's supposed to be, the next one's supposed to be actually back to a guy.
I'm fine with inclusivity, just make the story good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can race swap, gender swap all day long, as long as the character or the actor or actress fits that role. I am okay with it. Like, if they can actually play the role that's given to them, I don't care. But if it's obvious they cannot play the character, they can't play the role, and it's just utter dog shit, that's when you get complaints. And nowadays, though, even a good actor or actress can't save a shitty story.
I mean, I don't mind if you gender swap. I don't mind. I'm like Ice. I don't mind if you gender swap. I don't mind. As long, like I said, as long as it's not fucking up the story. Now, this is where I'm going to put a little star on the side of that and say, if it's been that way for years and it's written and it's, I don't want to say canon, but canon. I don't want to say canon because I don't want to say it's like this forever and ever and ever. But if it's historically one way, and I'm thinking of something that's not even James Bond or anything like that, it's another show that I watch where they did gender swap a love interest of one of the main characters. The main character's female. They gender swapped her love interest to a female, where in the book it's originally a male. Now, the author of the book is okay with that, but here's my thing about that. If it changes the story, which obviously it does change the story down the line. Initially it doesn't, but down the road it does. How do you explain that to the people that read these books years ago? You know, that's going to sit there and now watch your show with this gender swapped character, expecting for XYZ to happen, and it's not, because now instead of a male character, it's a female character, and what happened can't happen.
Yeah.
You know, so
hey, Cadsper.
That's
my
only thing. That's my only thing when it comes to gender swapping is you can gender swap and everything else is fine. Go for it. Do whatever you got to do. But if it's historically that way and it's written that way and it's been that way and things happen because of it being that way, then the gender swap eventually fucks the story.
Yeah. Enjoy catching up while you can because the recent writings have been boring. I'm not surprised. Like I said, after I catch up, I'm actually going to start my first playthrough of KOTOR because I've never played it. I never owned it until I bought it on Steam.
He's lying. He's gonna play Barbie. I saw it.
Shit. I just need to know, can I play...
It's a Barbie girl. We all knew that cut was coming.
What's up, Lunar Guardian?
Hey, Lunar.
My only question is, can I play a Twi'lek? It's my only question. And can I make her red? That's all I care about.
No.
No?
The old Knights of the Old Republic? No.
Exactly, Fandel. If the source material is good and people like it, don't change it.
Oh, don't tell me that, Soul. You're breaking my heart. I can't play a Twi'lek and I can't make her red?
No.
No, you can't.
Damn it! Don't tell me I gotta be a busted ass fucking human.
No, you don't have to be a human, but you can't be a Twi'lek. You can play certain other characters.
Knights of the Old Republic, the RPG one.
Yeah, the
that came out
RPG
for
one.
PC. No, you're human.
You're just human. God damn it! Why
You
can't I
wait,
play
sure.
a
Now let me
busted
double
ass
check real
human?
quick.
Yeah, you're thinking of the old. You're thinking of the MMO or the Old Republic.
Well, the Old Republic, you can play any character. You
Yeah, I've
want.
never played
Yeah,
KOTOR.
the Knights of the Old Republic, because canonically, the two characters that the game is based off of the novels, they were both human.
Yeah, you're right. You're right,
Oh.
because the main character for KOTOR is
Okay, that's
He
fine.
wants
Like,
to wave it
what kind of?
around.
All right, so
He
I'm gonna
wants
ask.
to
This is
wave it
a
around.
little
He wants to
spoilage.
show it off, Cadsper. He wants
a
to
little
wave it around.
spoilage. So, can I choose my class?
I'll be right back.
All right. Check mods for it. Oh, okay, that's gonna be a must. But can I choose my class in KOTOR?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, awesome. That's all I need. If I can at least choose my class, I'm happy.
It breaks down into like two categories: your starting class and your like expanded class kind of thing.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like an advanced class later.
Yeah, so you could start like say as like a scoundrel. If you want your next class, you go be like a warrior for the better benefits from that if you choose.
Okay.
But you have to make that choice. You have to pick where you want to go from there. So you could be a scoundrel and be a better scoundrel, or be a scoundrel that pick up like negotiations from another third class. Like there's three classes in each segment.
Okay.
And it moves on from there.
But each class has something to bring to the table.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
awesome. Like I
you
said, I've
got
never played it. So
scoundrels. Yeah, scoundrels are more. I find them more ranged than you would think for like sounding like a scoundrel. Like think Han Solo basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do I get
And then
grenades?
think Han Solo later on getting the.
You do get grenades.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna,
get grenades,
I'm gonna abuse them with
personal
vigor.
shields, lightsabers, of course.
Wait, you get lightsabers?
Actually,
you get
Yeah,
lightsabers.
you get lightsabers. You do, but you don't get that until like
Yeah,
after you
the
get
thing
the
is,
prologue.
patched it, but original double blade lightsabers was overpowered as all hell.
So you're gonna ditch any range weapon eventually, anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna ditch. You're gonna eventually.
Dual wielding lightsabers, or if it's the is it double blade lightsaber? But one of the two was broken as all hell because of the way the game was coded.
Hey, Dunce.
You're pretty much getting the benefits of just single handing the weapon with none of the repercussions of dual wielding, like you would in like a D&D campaign.
Wow. Yeah,
It
because
had
D&D,
something
if you
to-
want to dual wield, you have to take so many other things outside of it just to make it, useful.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was because it's been
You can
years
choose
since
your
I
class,
looked it
but
up.
you always, it's right there. Ramen said it. You choose your class, but you always unlock Jedi as the story opens. Okay.
Yeah.
Inevitably, you're going to be a Jedi. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna eventually become a Jedi. There's
Yeah.
no way around
The
that.
game is based on a novel on the character.
Okay. Double lightsaber and flurry is OP. See, I was probably, now that I know I get a lightsaber, I'd probably choose dual wielding lightsabers. Unless I get the cross guard where I two-hand that mug. But, I can do, there we go, I can loop it, sweet. Alright, so, we're going to get into it with DSP viewer buys him with a brand new gaming PC, Street Fighter, or Street Beggar 6. Ooh, let's see what this is all about. Classic.
So I worked my butt off to get my bison to the highest rank possible that I have gotten him so far, which is like 1,600 some points.
Okay.
And climbing, I'm still on the way up.
1,600. Okay.
And
Okay.
then they reset
I hear you,
everything.
Phil. Wait,
And
what? They reset everything. Don't tell me you're
What a
back to
shocker.
bronze. Are you back to bronze,
What?
Phil?
What a shocker!
Are we bronze bison again?
Really upset me. It did, because I worked hard to get that high, and for them to just hit the reset button and get me back to square one is a very frustrating thing.
Well, wait. So square one? Are we saying he went back to iron, or they just dropped you to whatever the base master rank is? Like I don't have.
Ice. What really happened? Ice. He was at 1,600, whatever, and he was happy. His retarded self decided to put Bison on the back burner for a little bit, play with the other characters, and instead of continue playing with Bison, he would have the opportunity to go a little further. And he also he knew well in advance that there was going to be a a reset, but he simply forgot, so he went right back down to 1500. All his
Oh.
characters.
Oh, so all his characters went back. So he only lost 500 points. I mean, 100 points. He can get that back easily. Just win a couple more fights again.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, everybody's saying reset back to 1500. Like, Terry and Mai are heading into Street Fighter 6. See Ryu, Chun-Li, and City in the City of the Wolves. That's a possibility. That's a strong possibility. But I mean, he only got 100 points more. Like, I wouldn't bitch about losing 100 points. It's like, all right, it's 100 points. So what? I mean, you can gain like anywhere from 20 to 15 points per victory. So it's like you can get back your points relatively quickly. It's just 100 points. Like, it's not like you lost 2,000 points. Then I see why you'd be a little pissed. But this is 100 points.
But not only that, Ice, it's not like, oh, they kicked him out, Master went back to Diamond.
Sorry about that. PC blue screened on me.
It's all good.
Shit. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Soul. But like I said, it's not like they kicked him out Master, even though in my opinion, his high ceiling should be no more than a 2-star Diamond. That's just me being generous. But nah, he didn't get kicked out of Master. He's at 1500. He should be good. You can easily get that back. But no, the brother want to go ahead and complain.
I mean, if I was gonna say, like, Phil is definitely master rank, but he's a low master rank. It's not like he's up there.
Would you consider him sort of like an entry level master rank?
Yeah, like, all right, so the one thing I'll say about Phil, despite him only mimicking what he sees and going off of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Phil is a above average fighter. But that's where his ceiling is above average. He doesn't climb above it because, for one, Phil doesn't fully commit himself to his trade, his craft, his combat. He's like, I just play it this day and this day. This is as far as it's going, and we're done. And then we're going to come back to it days later, and then we're going to do it all over again. But it's like, but people aren't going to stop fighting because you stop fighting. A combatant is always trying to hone their skills. Phil just stops and he's like, well, my skills are honed. This should be it. This shouldn't go any further. And it's like, no, it keeps going. Like,
He thinks he's the ceiling.
yeah, and it's like, no, like, Piece of Peace is just straight dogging him now. Like, if Peace loses, it's like once in a blue moon that Peace loses against Phil now. I think it's a Dark Dave. Dark Dave, yeah, Dark Dave's mirror. He's just mopping up fucking Phil.
Not even just Dark Dave. Raw Phil.
Raw Phil. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you.
Raw Phil. Ever since, and I have been keeping track. Raw Phil has beaten Phil since Raw's been playing. I want to say somewhere between 30, 40, maybe 50 times. Phil's only beaten Raw Phil like a handful of times.
That's what I'm
talking
saying.
My set.
And think about it this way too. When Peace started, Peace had no knowledge of Street Fighter. And it's the same with Goji Tanks, Chaos Wolf, and all those other guys that went at Phil. They got into it just to fight Phil. And Phil was mopping them up. But then they got to the point where they're now mopping him up, and he is pissed because he's getting mopped up by these people that he was sitting there just smashing left and right like they weren't nothing. And it's like, yeah, because they kept playing. When you weren't playing, they were playing. When you weren't honing your skills, they were honing their skills. And they continued to hone their skills to the point they can actually, if they really wanted to, could probably hit Legends rank. If they really wanted to. Phil doesn't have that in him because, as I said, Phil is a fake gamer. Now, I'm not denying his old Street Fighter 2 skills. He did have skill. Even what you're defining as a Wi-Fi warrior. Oh God. Unpracticed Master Warrior. Yeah, the input left. Peace works as Cammy. Yes, he does. Phil has good understanding of fundamentals, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, they practice. Like, they keep going where Phil stops because Phil is like, I'm always going to be good no matter what. And I want you to take when Phil first started playing Street Fighter 6. So after the videos started rolling out. And then I want you to see how drastically his playstyle changed. Phil was losing a hell of a lot more in the beginning until the point he started telling us he was watching guides to the characters he was using. Dalzim, Lily, Zangief, Bison, Blanca, all Honda. When he was just playing it and not learning anything, Phil was getting mopped up. Then he started watching videos and then he started imitating the videos, mimicking the videos, if you will. And that's how he got his master ranks with these characters. Where you look at Daigo, Justin Wong, Maximilian, and all these other cats, they actually went in there and they were labbing in between fighting. Or they'd be like, hey guys, part of the stream, I'm just going to be in the lab because I want to see what I can really do with the character. What can I get away with? What can I not get away with? Here's the data, so on and so forth. And they spent hours and days and weeks labbing in between fights. But they also went in with the knowledge of Street Fighter V, which gave them an edge. Phil dropped Street Fighter V because he didn't like it and because he was getting his ass kicked too much.
Not even just that. Whenever Phil does anything in training, he fights against the computer that does absolutely nothing. Does one combo against an opponent that won't even lift a finger to fight back, and thinks he's gonna have smooth sailing.
Yeah, he was mastering the art of begging. Yes, he was. That is true soul. Legend is like 2100 minimum. Okay, I wouldn't say he has an understanding. It's a minor difference, but
he'll never make the legend.
Muscle memory. Yeah, and that's why I call it mimicking for Phil. Like, Phil mimics what he sees other people do, and Phil is actually decent at mimicking a person. Like, if I had to say one good thing about Phil, it's the fact that he's good at mimicking. He can mimic Blanca. He can mimic Zangief. He can mimic what he watches the pros do, even though he's bitching that the pros are getting access to a character early and, well, they're showing how you can beat Bison. Bison's not even out a day yet. Let me at least have him out for a day. For what? So you can just mop up people with little effort using Street Fighter 2 tactics? Like, no, that you're not in that age anymore. We are in the age where everything is in our face, at our fingertips, right when we want it. Like, a Duke, when when the first Descendant came out, not even a day later, there were guides on the best gun in the game, the best gun build in the game, the best mods for your gun in the game, the best damage output you can get for this particular gun in the game, the best Descendant in the game, the unkillable build for this Descendant, the unkillable build for that Descendant. This stuff was out in 24 hours. That's where we're at now. Phil just wants to smurf, fight people that really have nothing, they don't understand the game. Like, they'd be like, if I challenge Phil right now, it would just be me throwing myself to a brick wall. Phil would be, no, it'd be like me as Krillin trying to fight Cell. It's not going to work out. It's like, boop, done, get out of here. And that's what Phil wants. Watch his YouTube video on Street Fighter combos. Oh, I learned a lot from the guys. Proceeds to get clapped, never understand. Yeah, and I've said that before in other streams, that the main problem with Phil is he watches the combo, sees how the combo is to be executed, the conditions for the combo, but doesn't understand the situation and when you should use certain combos. Probably get a round in on him. I haven't played, so here's the problem. I haven't played Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That was the last Street Fighter I ever played. Well, first and last. Unless you count Mugen. But that's another story. And then Hum Along bought me Street Fighter 6, so I kind of play a little bit here and there on that. And then Trunks gifted me Street Fighter 4, which I need to get that and install it so I can fight him. And then I got the free version of Street Fighter 5. But any game that has that type of ranking system, at some point they're gonna reset your rank. And that's just the nature of the beast. But the thing is Phil, games are not meant for streamers. They're meant for gamers. Like, they're not gonna sit there and be like, Capcom is not gonna be like, oh well, we're not gonna touch Phil's rank because he doesn't play as often, you know. And it took him 3 weeks to a month of Bison to get from 1,500 points to 1,600 points, where everyone else is getting 1,600 points within the day. Which is another thing that shows his fighting capabilities. If it's taken him a month to reach a score that other people are reaching within a couple of hours, that says a lot.
So, when
Oh shit, no.
When
no,
that
come
happened-
back. Thank you.
someone contacted me and said, here's the deal.
Okay, what's the deal?
This person is a longtime viewer and fan
Oh, I see.
who has been looking to do something for a while.
Oh, I see.
They were actually waiting for me to do the PC transition, the PC migration.
All right. So the PC migration, to my understanding, and I'm sure you guys can correct me, Phil took his wife's PC and he was going to move everything to that PC. Am I correct in that?
You are correct.
Okay. So you were going to take your wife's PC, you were going to use that PC over your current PC, and you're saying this person purposely waited till you were going to do the PC migration. First off,
Question though. I'm sorry to cut you off for a
yeah,
second.
go for it. Go for it.
Whole migration bullshit he's planning to do. What does he have to transfer over? He just has to load up OBS, reset it. That takes about like 30 minutes. If you don't know what the hell you're doing,
You don't even have to do
And-
that.
like,
In OBS, there is a thing. There's
Transfer.
a setting. Yeah, there's a setting in OBS where you can save your setup. Put it on a flash
like
drive.
the long way of battling. If you don't know jack shit about doing any of that, which Phil probably doesn't, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah,
Hey, like
but-
the long end of this entire thing. 30 minutes max to reset OBS. Maybe save a couple images that he uses. Like, he's looking at something he can do probably within an hour to make sure it's all properly set, and he's done. Like, what is this whole transfer business thing got to
Here's
do?
the thing. You want to know the easier thing? And I said it in Shinko stream. This is where, you know, if he wants to make this process that much easier, all he has to do is just yank out the hard drive of his current PC and make it a slave drive in Cat's PC. And then just load it right from there. Everything will be right there.
Didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you can take hard drives and turn them into slave drives or master drives.
Yeah, see, all that shit goes right over my head.
I've done it too many times. That's what I know about it. I've done it too many times. But like, it is the easiest thing to do. Like, you just yank it out. Don't yank it out if you don't, especially if you don't want to break it. But you just pull out the hard drive, plug it in the new one. It'll register it. You might have to be like, hey, I want you to read, like, this is the drive. I want you to read it. And it'll be like, okay, boom, here it is. And then you can just use it right off the rip. I mean, I did it with this
Here's
one.
a question for you.
That
one,
Mhm.
that one should be running at Windows 8, and the other, his cat should be running Windows 10. Would that still be compatible? Or would
that
he have to
doesn't matter
reboot
because
that?
it's no longer a master drive. It's a slave drive. So the operating system doesn't matter anymore.
I was just curious because that just
Yeah, that
future
doesn't.
knowledge for me also, I should say.
Yeah, or he could just run a data link. Exactly. So I mean, there's so many things he could do, or if he really wanted to, he could turn on Cat's PC. Let's say he doesn't want to do any of that. Let's say he doesn't want to do any of that. He could actually take Cat's PC and his PC, turn them on, right? And then he can turn on and do share data or a share folder and put them on a single network that he creates, because you have to create that network yourself. And anything you put in that folder in that shared network, the other PC can pluck it straight from.
Couldn't he just also take a USB drive and just transfer it that way?
Yeah, you can do it a number of ways. Like that's what I'm just saying. Like these are multiple ways you can get to the same end process.
Like my previous question is like, what is this huge migration he's got to do? Just
because
grab the
he
damn
wants to
PC,
do
hook
this
it up, and get your ass in gear.
because he wants to do this on stream and get paid for it.
Pretty much.
He wants to waste time. He never wants to do anything off stream. It all has to be done on stream. Like I said this the last time I streamed. The only reason I stopped playing Dragon's Dogma 2 on stream is because I'm leveling all the classes. And that's boring as fuck. So once I finish leveling all my classes, I might leave Wayfarer and level that and go finish the game. That's it. But Phil is like, I don't touch games or I don't do anything unless I am streaming, so I can waste your time, I can waste my time. Oh, by the way, give me money while doing this. You already know he's still going to take the computer for basic reasons. I mean, Cat's crying downstairs, clutching her copy of Skyrim. I mean, after what I found out about Cat, like, it's like, yo, that's another can of worms. But this process, as Soul said, this process should take 30 minutes to an hour tops and done. But the thing is, this is why people don't upgrade their shit while streaming either. Because something sensitive could pop up, and then guess what? The whole world sees it. And especially for someone like Phil, who sits there and says, oh, the fucking idiot restreamers who illegally restream my content every day. Yeah, guess what? You do some dumb shit like that and say Panda's nudes pop up or Cat's nudes pop up or some very incriminating shit on you pops up or some information that shouldn't be out to the world pops up or your stream quiche pops up. You're fucked. And what are you going to say then? Because then the whole world's going to see it. And if it happens and I'm restreaming you, I'm not taking down the video. Because your dumbass decided to do it. I'm sorry, Icy, go ahead.
Saying, you know, he'll have some spicy male pictures pop up. You know, it's all good. And I have, hey, Dunce, I see you there. Don't worry, honey. I got you.
Oh, God.
God damn it.
I don't hear it.
I don't care. I don't care. It's for Dunce. I have to do it for Dunce.
He could cloud drive it. Yeah, he could cloud drive it. He could Dropbox it. I mean, there's just so many goddamn things he could do. Yeah, there's so many things he could do, and he's choosing not to. He just, because he wants to put in the lowest amount of effort for maximum gain.
Like, I DJ in another type of thing, but anyway, I have quite an extensive library of music. Okay. And yeah, I paid for the software, the whole night. You're so welcome. Done. Anyway, and I don't care what I says. I will always do it. Anyway. What Baldo? Yeah,
I had to tell her what a Baldo was. I didn't know what it was either until I saw that clip, so I won't lie.
I have an extensive library of music. For any genre, pretty much. And that's on a removable drive. A pretty hefty sized removable drive that from time to time I fucking wanted to kill Seagate for. But anyway, it's so easy now to just throw, like, all my Steam games are on there. So if I get a new computer, which I'm in the process of looking at, all of that'll be on a removable drive. All my important stuff is not on my C drive. It's on other drives that I can remove. I can put it in the new system. I can do whatever. But I mean, there's so many ways to do things. I am the Napa Napster. I am. I really am. I run the
what
network.
is up, my man? Good to see
Hey,
you. It's been
Rebound,
a
what's up?
minute. What does he have on the current drive that he can't just send? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many ways he could just send the information over to the new
It's
hard
OneDrive. You have
Or
Windows.
like I said-
you have OneDrive.
Like
you
I
have
said,
a Google account.
turn it
you
into
have
a slave
C
drive.
You have the Google Drive.
Just take the whole hard drive and put it in the new computer. Done.
Yeah.
It's
Not like back in the day where you had to move a jumper from master to slave and all that bullshit.
Yeah, it's all damn near plug and play now.
Yeah, SATA drives are pretty much plug and play. You just put it in and say, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
And the computer's like, oh, it's the right format. So, okay, great. I don't have to reformat. Let's go.
Hey, all your files are still here, by the way. Would you like to rename it? Yeah, sure. Let's name it Backup A. Cool.
The only way I can see his main problem with the old PC as a hard drive is if it's an old IDE and not a SATA drive.
I think it is it's an old HDD.
If it's an old IDE drive, then yeah, he'll have issues. He will definitely need a user.
Because I forgot when he picked that thing up. I forget the year.
You know, because I know what SATA drives went out mid 2010s, if not before.
Yeah,
then.
somewhere around there they went out.
It's somewhere, yeah, somewhere in that time frame.
You know, when everybody remembers the wonderful cables.
Oh, I still have a set floating around.
You know, I mean, that's the only way I can see his hard drive being an issue is if it's an IDE and he now has SATA M2 drives.
Yeah.
From this PC to my wife's PC, and then they were going to contact me about this.
So, all right. So first off, here's the funny thing about that. So they're gonna wait till you decide to move everything to this other PC, and then be like, "Oh, by the way, Phil, I bought you a PC. It's gonna be on the way." Why would they waste your time? So you could say, "Hey, this is Ice being a dick to the fan." Sure, run with it to the hills. But this fan is literally waiting for you to waste your time to move everything to this other PC. When you said you're gonna take a couple hours of stream here and there to move shit to your wife's PC. And then they're going to buy you a PC for you can put everything on that PC. How stupid is that? Just like, hey, man, I got you a PC. It's coming.
One other thing, I almost forgot to mention this. It's something I do. I have something called a backup SSD drive, external one.
Yeah.
Save my stuff from there. Phil could easily have one of those. Wouldn't cost him nothing, fraction of the price. Heck, you can buy one for like 30, 40 bucks, depending how many gigs he gets in it. He could save his operating system, all that stuff on there. And keep going. Yes, PC.
Like, it would take a couple more trips,
All
but
you have to
you
do is get a
would
case.
do the same thing.
Exactly.
All he
I've
has to do
opened
is
up
get a hard
too
drive
many
case, an external
I've opened
hard
up
drive
too many
case.
computers, Eric Massa. I've destroyed two of my
have-
old computers to learn how to work on computers.
I done that too with two of my old laptops. I did that.
I cheated. I dated guys that were in the computer science and the computer science department in college.
Go ahead. Now I'm just trying to put this one along.
Ahead.
Yeah, I kind of dated the computer science guys down the hall, and the guys in computer information systems and stuff. So yeah, all of those. Yeah, I dated the geeks. So.
What I don't get
Yeah.
is using.
But
He's
no,
using the
the other
2K
thing he can
PC for
do,
streaming
the other
and
thing he
gaming
can
on
do is
new
get
PC
what they
to
call an
literally play,
external hard
stream it
drive
to the-
case.
Oh yeah, see what Phil
That's what
wants
I
is
did.
he wants a 2 PC setup because he knows the top YouTubers and the top streamers are running a 2 PC setup. Like I could run a 2 PC setup right now. I'm just choosing not to at the moment. Because I know I want to wait till I get a couple of fans just to keep the room temps down. Because having 2 PCs constantly running is going to turn your room into a fucking hot box.
Exactly. That I learned that one the hard way. But
I
hey,
did
Reef,
too.
Reef, I was gonna wait, but since you brought that up about the 2K, you know what's actually sad about that? That he spent 2K on this PC, mind you, just the tower, just a tower. I actually looked it up. Besides it being the pre-build, yes, the GPU is good. The cooling system is garbage. I don't like water cooling because I'm always thinking, what happens if the tube splits and water seeps onto the components? Now your piece is fried.
Believe it or not, no. Your computer
Oh,
can
really?
actually take water. Not a lot, but it can take water. Like there's
But that's
one
always-
person, one
but-
person actually has their computer completely submerged.
Mhm.
And
It's a matter of question of what the water's gonna hit.
yeah,
And usually with a lot of PCs, they usually have a redundant system that could try and I wouldn't say their circuit board, but kind of shut off the power before anything, like a kind of like a circuit breaker in the system.
Yeah, true. Because back in 2000, the early 2000s or the 90s, I remember when they had a situation with one of the laptops, so that burst into fire, and that's when they said, no, we need to have a safety setup so that way we don't have that happen again.
So-
and they move over to desktops.
It could damage something, but I don't think it'd be as severe as a lot of people would assume.
yeah, it wouldn't be as
But-
severe.
Well, that's just me. I just don't like the water cooling thing. I even check out the CPU. That CPU that he has is mid. It was
Yeah,
going
I
to
think
overheat
the-
quickly.
The best
an i7?
CPU, the best CPU on the market right now for gaming is the AMD 7800. It runs
Yeah, it is.
hot, but it's made strictly for gaming. The new, what is it 89? The 7900
It's
that's
something
coming out.
79.
Yeah, it's like
something
79
that.
or something like that. You're paying $400 for them, but it's mid range. It'll still do everything you want. You can still play games at the highest settings. It's just that you might be 10 frames off versus that which you would get from the 7800.
But you know what's crazy about that? And I want to get back to that PC because search soon have to be getting ready to leave. But you know what's crazy about that? I actually, besides look at the processor, which is mid, I decided to go to the company website that made that PC. They sell the caches of the tower itself. Phil could have easily got the cache of the tower for about 180 and buy the parts himself for the fraction of price. He didn't have to go and burn out 4070. He could have easily gotten a 37 or a 3080 and whatever CPU of his choice, like the Horizon AMD, the ones you just said, and he would have paid no more than, let's say, 12 to 15 at the most. Instead
Yeah.
of 2K.
Things that kind of gives me pause, like looking at buying my own PC, because I've had tempted to get it pre-built and see if I'll be able to update it as it goes on.
Oh yeah, you can. Like, all right, so here's the thing. Depending on who you get the pre-built from, like, what is it that Phil got? It was the Cyberpower? Or no,
it wasn't
Thermatake.
Cyberpower,
Thermatake.
it's not Cyberpower.
Thermatake is shit for pre-builts.
I was just about to get to that part. They are.
Yeah, they're
They
shit.
definitely are.
But if you get like a Cyberpower or iBuyPower, they're fine. I got an iBuyPower, and it's ran fine since 2018 to now. I have no
funny
issues
thing
with
is,
it.
that's exactly what I have. I buy power.
Yeah, and like
not
I'm
only
gonna
that, with
upgrade.
Yeah,
I'm
then
gonna
you can
upgrade.
upgrade. You'll be fine.
What's good
You'll be
with
fine.
iBuyPower is they have the
Well, no,
pre-configured.
this old one that's over.
Figure it yourself.
Yeah, this old one that I have that's over 20 years old. It's I buy power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, and
you'll
that's
be-
the thing with
you'll have to
even
get a
Phil's
brand new one, but
computer.
yeah, it's good.
Like Phil's
All right,
computer,
so I'll keep that in
his
mind. I
current
buy power
one.
is actually a decent brand then.
Yeah,
No, they
they're
are a
re-
very decent brand. They
And
are.
I'm talking that, and they're a cost effective. Like you can
Yeah.
get one of those, and you're not breaking the bank. I mean, now if you want something better, you go to the new Alienware company, not Alienware the name, but the
Origin?
old creator Origins. Thank you. Origins, you start moving into that, then you're getting to the top of the line, and you're expecting to pay like $5,000 for it.
Which, in my opinion, is
Like,
And I'll wait until next year when some of the newer motherboards come out that I'm hearing about, just
yeah,
to see where everything's going. Because if I buy it now, I had that feeling something's gonna happen. It's just that gut feeling I have.
gut feeling.
you want
Yeah,
to be safe than sorry. I
my
understand that.
oldest brother has his master's in computer science. Not sure exact concentration specific. That's still though that's amazing. I actually was going to school for that before my house burnt down. But that's another story. Jasper Kitty gonna piss on the computer.
You know what?
Mind you, the
Actually,
2K
reminds me of something I was
PC
gonna
was sitting
talk
on
to
the
you guys
floor
about.
getting dirt and dust on
Yeah,
and
there's
cat fur.
Starforge. There's
You know
another
what's
brand
about that,
called
Ike?
Exotic. There's Falcon. There's
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Um,
them. And then on top
and you
of
want to
that,
talk about expensive? Go look at Falcon computers.
oh, yeah,
I
Falcon,
actually
yeah.
believe in. I actually purchased a computer from Exotic PC. They're pretty good, but still, it's a lot decent amount of money.
Yeah, but I
Oh
I'm
mean,
not
yeah,
gonna
this
lie
is
about
like
I'm
that.
not saying that they're
pre-builds.
cheap, but
Pre-builds aren't what they used to be. Like back in the day, yeah,
No.
pre-builds were shit when it was going to a gaming PC. But
Yeah,
now,
I'm just looking for something that can be a little bit more of an all-rounder, but lean towards gaming.
yeah,
Because I do other stuff on here, but the major focus that will be gaming,
Hmm.
and I will try to hook up the old PC to use that as the streamer computer.
that's what I want
But
to do. That's
But
what
like I
I want
said,
to
this thing
do.
is 20 years plus, so I want to make sure at least be survivable to do that. If I have to use
Yeah,
the new one, it'll happen, and then I'll just work with that. But it's like I at least want to make sure that the new PC I get is usable for everything that I want.
yeah. Now, see, his 4070, he's got the Super TI, so he actually has a decent card, and it's not that expensive. It's like if you get the not
The
eight. I
card
was about to
itself,
say
that card is like somewhere between in some places like 300, 400, depending. Some places a little bit
it's
more.
600 depending on the company that's making it. I think
Yeah,
because the one I looked at was like 650 for the one I looked at, but that's triple fan and all that stuff. That one has like the works with it,
right.
but it's not bad, especially if you can't afford like the 4090s that are out. And it's a whole other thing. But the thing is Phil's getting this shit and he doesn't know how to use it. Like he's using this
Hmm.
PC and he's not going to use it to its fullest potential. He thinks, oh, just cranking up the graphics on everything, on all the games I play is using it to its fullest potential. No, it's not. That's just part
That
of it.
I'm glad you said that there too, because there's another thing that Phil didn't think this through. There are some games, even though yes, if you have a very strong GPU, it works. Some games still pull power from the CPU. For example, Cyberpunk, it's actually CPU high demanding, and
Yes,
we
it
all know Phil
is.
doesn't take. We all know Phil does not take care of his stuff. So I won't be surprised if he plays. Well, wait, is Street Fighter demanding on the CPU, or is it more
Nah,
demanding on the
Street
GPU?
Fighter's actually not. That's a very
Okay.
tame game. Like I streamed it and I had no issues with it. And
Well,
mind
which
you,
other
I'm
game
using
he?
my machine's older compared to what he's using now, and it streamed it just fine.
Okay,
And
cool.
that's with
Well,
this PC doing everything. Like it's streaming, playing the game, online playing the game, and there was no stuttering. So
we'll go with let's say he were to rebuy the copy of let's say God of War Ragnarok. I know that's CPU heavy. If he were to buy that again, and he's probably going to buy the most expensive one
that
as always.
Resident
'Cause
Evil
he's an idiot.
4,
Resident Evil 4 2. There you go.
Dead
I
Space remake,
Dead Space is
that's
another
very demanding.
Yes, and I'm telling you now, because when he was firing it up, he put what was it? I forget which game. He put one of the games at 1440p at high settings, and I'm like, okay, Phil, wait until you get a very demanding game on the graphics. I mean, demanding game that's going to be on your CPU. It's going to burn the thermal paste out the CPU because I even look at the thermal paste. The thermal paste for that CPU is not good. It's
Yeah,
not
like
going to last.
he can put like so. Here's the trick: if you're streaming a game and your
Mhm.
computer can take it, just put it on high settings. You don't need ultra. Just put it on high. And turn the shadowing to like low because it's just fucking shadowing. Like nobody really cares
Yeah,
about shadowing.
exactly. Exactly.
Unless you're being a fucking graphics whore like Phil. Then yeah,
He is. He is. And here's the thing: for anybody who does, let's say they have a pre-built, if you're more concerned about having your PC, last a little bit longer, what you can do is just turn the resolution down to 1080p. You'll still be good with that.
yeah,
Phil, he's just playing the highest resolution, and all it's like, okay, dude, you're gonna burn that CPU up. The GPU, yes, that's gonna be fine. That CPU can't handle a lot of things because the wattage output to that thing is somewhere between like 130 to 140. When I looked it
yep.
up, I'm like, that's too much power for that thing to handle.
Hearing all this makes me think of all the insane tweaks computer nerds back in the day, the 8-bit and IBM
Are
5150
you talking
days.
about back
Wait,
in the
Ramen,
day?
are you
Okay, wait,
serious?
wait. I have to tell
He's
you.
gonna buy. Oh my.
Well, all right. So here's the thing, though.
Back
Uh,
in the day.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead,
but
Isaac.
talking about things back in the day, I gotta make you laugh real quick. Remember, I said I dated all the computer nerds and stuff because the university I went to, I worked in the Department of Institutional Research, which is the department at the college that does. If you ever look in a college handbook, you'll have like say courses in English, and then there'll be these numbers in parentheses on the side of the courses. Well, those are for certification and stuff. So the department I worked in basically handled all the certifications for the university. We did statistics, the whole 9 yards. Well, anyway, next door was the IT department. And I remember the day we got a CD burner because they just were coming out, and the cheers and the elation in IT was ridiculous. They're like, oh my God, you gotta come see. It's burning a CD. He's burning a CD. And so, I get up and I go walk over and I'm like, it's just a box. They're like, yeah. But at the top, it's software, and at the bottom, it's this and that. And oh my God, he's making a copy of it. So when is it gonna be done? Oh, in a couple of hours. Oh, okay.
I remember that.
Oh Lord.
So ecstatic. And when I say they,
And you touch that thing, you would have to start all over.
yes. And I'm telling you, the guys in that department were like 30 plus. There were not really many young guys in there.
I remember that.
It's all-
You had to put that thing in a concrete case,
He
hold
had
it
it,
down, and if
he
you
literally had it in a corner, and he had plexiglass around it, and he says, if anybody touches it, I'm gonna hurt you.
because it's slightly tap, and you have to redo the entire process with a brand new disc.
Oh my God. And
Because at
this
that
is
time,
before
I don't think they were rewritable.
So this is before they were you could put them in the actual PCs. This had to be a standalone thing. You couldn't have 2 CD drives to do this in a regular computer. Your regular computer couldn't handle it. But oh my God. The joygasms that were going on in IT when that thing was done was ridiculous. You swear to God, Christmas came in the middle of August because the university allowed him to buy them.
So his PC's already changed.
It was so funny.
You know what, Raman? I'm not surprised, and I'm telling you right now, when he picks up again, either whether it's God of War or like I said, Resident Evil, I want to see how far he's going to push before the CPU shuts down and blue screens, and how angry he's going to get and be complaining. See, guys, this is why you don't touch PCs. And not because, like, Phil, if you did some research, you would realize that CPU is not that good.
See, I'm fine with 1080p as long as I know ahead of time.
Exactly.
Not
Because
only
here's
that.
the funny.
Oh, go ahead.
The funny thing is, I played Final Fantasy 14 on my PS5. I
You
have it
pleb.
set up to 4K. 'cause that's
Console
my TV.
pleb.
My TV does 4K. My TV does 4K. And I tried to run it through my capture card.
Mhm.
And when I did that, I was like, okay, the graphics look worse. Did I miss something here? And I realized, oh, it's going back to 1080p. That's why everything looks so weird and offset. Because the settings, like how everything was set to it, was set for the 4K. So my chat screen was like huge. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm trying to figure out if there's a splitter I should be using to work with that, or just like I'm at a loss like that. I was going to ask you guys if you knew anything about that. This reminded me to ask.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think there is. He might now reap, like, because all he has to do is get it off of GOG for like $20. The Fallout London is on GOG for free, and all he has to do is install that and then play it.
Oh God, more Phil and Fallout. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I thought he was playing out. London, he kept saying he wants to do that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you have to have like a fresh install of Fallout 4 and just Fallout London.
Wait. So you missed it when he was playing Portal.
No, I saw it.
When he played Portal, I was like that. I needed something to get through that because that was just garbage.
Damn.
But I recently
So
said,
I
I'm
have a
not
question
doing
because
that.
I missed this part.
Okay.
What's his entire
In
problem with
addition,
this computer and the
they
internet? He just had
saw
to restart his
that
router.
These master points
Say that again?
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
basically reset.
So he just had or his modem. I mean.
getting
He
back
just had to
zero,
restart his
essentially,
router.
square
That's all he
one,
had to do.
starting over at master
Oh,
rank with
yeah.
all of my characters.
And you want to
It's
know why
Street
you
Fighter 6.
restarted?
And so,
Yeah, I was gonna
in
ask about
light
that.
of the
What was
fact
the
that
reason
I'm
for
not
that?
doing the migration
Because-
and all my master points reset in Street Fighter 6, they contacted me with an offer to donate a gaming PC. Okay? Now, let's clarify some things. Okay? This is not a used, outdated gaming PC that's been sitting around that probably has backdoors
Okay, shot at Rich.
and
I was just gonna
keyloggers
say that.
installed on it that they decided to send to me. That was a different situation entirely.
And here's the thing with that too, though. Here's the thing with that. So
Fire-
if
pop off on that.
let's just say Rich had sent me that computer. Hey, here you go, Ice. Here's the computer, Threadripper, blah 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 blah. My first thing would be to reformat it. It would get reformatted and get rid of all that. It wouldn't be there.
Okay, this could be a dumb question, but please bear in mind I'm computer literate and I fully admit to it, unlike Phil.
Yeah.
Is reformatting any different than setting back to factory settings?
There's pretty
Depends
much
on how you reformat.
yeah. If you do a full reformat, you are telling it to go back to factory resetting, but you're like it's fresh out the box factory resettings.
Okay, so it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, because see,
Um,
because factory resettings, you can actually tell it to save certain things and not touch them.
It's just in the same works. That one is just more
Yeah, it's the
thorough than
same
other.
workings. It's the same
Yeah,
workings.
Okay.
one just overwrites, the other rewrites the hard drives to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took me like
Hey,
2 minutes
Rowdy.
to install London because I had an update
Uh,
fallout for
My
it. Yeah.
mic. Oh, my.
Hey, Rowdy, how you doing, man?
Hey guys.
Yeah,
What's
reformatting just
happening?
wipes everything. And you could do that with it. So if it has any backdoor keyloggers and all that, it wouldn't matter because you sent it back to factory settings. You've wiped off anything on it. Or if you want to be safe, just yank out the fucking hard drive, slap a new one in there with a copy of Windows 10 or 11, whatever you're choosing, and
Wait,
then you
hold
go
on.
from there.
Wait, hold on, because well, I want to answer two things. I'm going to leave. Actually, not technically. There is a certain software that could still, even if you delete it off, it could still get recovered in a certain way. There is a certain software, but it's like very expensive, and only certain people can get access to that. That's
Oh
actually
yeah,
one thing I
which we
learned.
know Rich's
So
fat
if you-
ass ain't.
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
if you really want to be safe, you ain't got the hard drive, put a brand new one in.
Yeah. Oh, and then I found out some ugly shit on LTG, but that's another story too.
And just let me answer Soul, then I'm ready to step out. So the reason why his routing was his router was glitched because remember when he bought that thing, he never gave Comcast the serial number. And by
I
not
didn't
giving
know
him the
you had
serial
to.
number, he didn't get
And that's one of the things I didn't know you had to do because we got it from Comcast. So
Yeah, but
No,
no, you
when
don't. You don't have to give it to them unless you're calling them about an issue. Then they'll ask for it. But see, he's already had technicians come out, so they'd have the serial number.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. So
Not-
there you go.
he bought it after the work was done.
Yeah, but they sent it to him. So
No, he bought that one from Amazon.
I don't recall him. Oh, did he? I don't recall him ever saying he
Yeah,
bought
he
a
got a
router.
second one from Amazon.
Oh, then yeah, he would need to give that to them. He'd have to give that one to them.
Because in his mind, he was saying that Comcast was a detractor because they were messing with him, so he never gave them that serial number. So they never got a chance to put that into the system and have it update, so it was glitch. So when he reset it to his when he turned it off, turned back on, it reset it so it could fix that. Had he properly give the serial number to Comcast, they would have updated the firmware and stuff, and he would avoid that problem.
Yeah, because I remember the one that he said it was his downstairs one. He is from
Mhm.
Comcast.
Mhm.
The one he's using for
Yeah.
his business is when he got. I don't remember he got it off Amazon per se.
No, he got off Amazon. He did.
No, I'm just saying I didn't remember that. I just remember he got it on his own.
No, I remember that because I did a video on that, and that's why I called
Ah.
him out. Like, nah, come on, Phil, please. You're
Yeah,
supposed
when-
to give him that because if you don't, how is it supposed to be updated when they have to change the frame of the BIOS? Because one thing when it comes to modem stuff like that, you have to give it to the company because that way you can keep it updated.
Yeah, when I found out that LTG is a huge PDF, I was done with him.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh? When did this-
LTG
wait.
in his mid-20s dated a 16-year-old and impregnated her.
God. Oh God.
And then after he broke up with her,
See, I'm surprised.
he
but-
did it again with the 17-year-old. Now, I don't know if he got the 17-year-old pregnant, but I know he got with a 17-year-old and had sex with her.
What state does he live in?
I
by
have
any
no
chance?
clue.
I believe he still lives in California.
Oh God, he's fucked.
No, I think California they have a limitation, and I think he's out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years statute on assault accusations.
Yeah,
Nah, what's up,
they're-
Hom?
He lives. If he lived in New
So, yeah.
York, he'll be really
Like
fucked
finding
up.
that out, I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me?"
Yeah, now that you told me that, I don't even want to even talk about the dude, but
Yeah,
Anyways,
like I'm just gonna steer
when-
clear of him now. Like, no.
Yeah, let's.
Who is this?
let's
LTG, low tier
LTG.
god.
Is anybody surprised?
Not
I-
really
I
surprised, but the number is surprising.
surprised to be honest.
all right. But anyways, I'm about to head out, guys. So, I'm about to head to work. I'm still gonna be back, guys. So, future, all right.
All right, take care.
You
Take care, Vanguard.
All right. Take care.
That we will not
man.
talk about today because that's not the
Hey, I didn't mean
situation.
to jump in on
This
the convo.
is-
and just-
Oh no, you're
Actual
fine.
PC.
You're fine, man.
That will be brand new, purchased from a reputable business. And
A reputable business. I mean, if they
A
get it off the
reputable?
internet, then I
Shouldn't it be
think
reputable?
I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure it's fine if you're buying it online from a
Nah,
company.
guys. This is a academic scholar over here. He's pronouncing the words correctly. We're just all dummies here, so we gotta shut up. Einstein over here.
Like, oh my goodness, it's like, and then look at this shit-eating grin he's having on his face with his stroke lips. It's like, you can, if you buy a PC from any company, I think it's reputable. I think it's fine.
As Phil says, reputable.
Yeah, reputable. Like, I think it's fine. Like,
It's
this,
reputable.
He
like,
doesn't
this
see
is
King setting him up for the long con, does he?
oh, apparently they're already sitting there saying, are we doing too much glazing? They're already asking that question. So that kind of tells you what's happening with them.
sent direct.
Then I found out PPP shoved the flag up
are.
his ass.
Wait, who's glazing who?
The Kino Casino is glazing Phil too much. Like, they're now questioning
Oh,
if
yeah.
they're asking each other in their audience if they're glazing him too much. I'm like,
I mean, these
here's the perfect scenario. Phil likes to ride the fence, right? Phil rides the fence. PPP had a flag up his ass, so Phil can ride the flag. Done.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah,
PPP was too scared to ask him out, and Andy broke with the relationship and is comfortable with both of them coming out. It all makes sense.
And then Worski can turn around and
It's
do
a-
fucking coke off of Phil. So there you go. The trifecta is complete.
My God.
Amorous relationship.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, the gin
uncovered
means he'll
the
never
phone.
have to purchase another item again. Oh yeah, the grin means yeah he never had, and that's the thing. Like, and this is where Phil thinks he's successful. Now, in a way, yeah, Phil's con is very successful because it keeps working. Even if it, let's say, even if it is him making all this purchase, let's devil's advocate, walk the ship with me. We're still getting our hyper mega particle cannons worked on, but if Phil's not buying it and it is legit fans buying him these items, the con is working. If the fans aren't buying the items and it's Phil buying all the items and the fans are giving him hundreds of dollars, the con is still working either way.
yep, it's working even better, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so it's still working out in his favor, regardless of how we look at it, regardless if it is an actual fan or it's Phil himself. But there's too many purchases coming too quickly, and that's going to start getting people's attention. Like, and I'm not
Gotta
talking
make-
about the detractors. Fuck the detractors. I'm talking normal people.
Dents in the whales.
Yeah, like normal people. Like, yo, this guy's getting a lot of shit from people because you notice when people receive a lot of items from their fan base, bigger people start taking notice. Like, wait, what are you doing that you're getting all this material goods? And then there's people going to start looking.
Directly
I mean, he
to me.
managed to get close to $3,500 in free shit the last month alone.
Exactly.
In regards to this, they said, I would like to get you a PC, and here's
He
some
would like to enter
suggestions.
the new
And I
clothes.
looked at the suggestions, and basically I went back.
No,
I
it's
know a
telling
couple
them that
people
he's
who are
fat.
into PC building and
just tell him how
modding and
great he
everything.
is.
They understand
Yep.
what's good and what's
What's up,
not.
Falcon? Good to see you,
And
man.
basically, I went back and forth with this very
Hey,
generous
Falcon.
viewer for a day or two. about
This
this.
casino
Like,
arc
here's, you
is
know,
boring.
here's what we would want,
IMO.
here's-
At least
Yep,
side scrollers
I
was
agree.
transparent. Yeah, I mean, and that was the thing. Like
We could do a
with the Kino Casino, you kind of already would like. We already know these guys are like shitlords. I think that's the right term. I might be using it wrong. I don't know. Don't care.
No, they're right. They're unethical shitlords. That's exactly right, Ace.
So
yeah, they are.
they're gonna do anything for a cheap laugh.
And they don't care who they backstab. Both have proven this with past shows that they co-hosted.
Yeah, past and transgressions. I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
just
didn't-
happen to
I didn't
remember,
know about-
their sins.
Oh yeah.
like I
Tom
didn't.
and I know a lot about Andy and PPP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
see,
know
I
a
didn't
lot.
know Worski used to do coke.
I think a lot
I
of
just
people know.
knew he got his friend fired. I mean, arrested. Like that was as far as my knowledge went. Oh, Worski got his buddy arrested in Florida. No, he did
Andy.
coke and shit. It's like, god damn. PPP, I just knew he showed his asshole on Twitter. Didn't know he fucking shoved a flag up his ass for whatever reason.
He also showed his asshole and his balls in paint all in one shot.
And the gun has a picture of it stored.
Well, of course the gun's gonna have a picture.
Don't
I mean,
ask- don't
Ethan
ask
needs a
why.
picture of it so he can like drink his alcohol
It's
and
on America's
and think
First,
about
and we
it.
pretty much know everyone who broadcasts over there is secretly gay.
exactly.
Yeah,
Here's how
that-
we would do it, blah blah blah. And then finally, so here's what
Yeah,
we figure out, right?
opinion,
Like,
not the
you know,
You believe it was Las Vegas? Could be wrong. Oh shit.
we should probably get it
Oh,
off
yeah,
of a
those are
website
Miami
that has like the best
trips,
value.
I wish the
that's
glazing
another
had led
rabbit
to
hole.
Phil
And
letting his guard
Basically, the
down. and
website was gonna be like
Casino
Newegg. You ever heard of Newegg? Great
that would've been
website
good,
for
Ghost
getting
Hunter, but I mean,
PCs and PC components and
Phil-
stuff like that.
As I said the last stream I did, which I don't even remember how long ago it was, but
2 days ago.
Phil, I want you to think about something. I'm always gonna harp on this. I know each detractor has one thing they harp on. I'm gonna harp on this. This is gonna be mine.
Which doors?
He did not contact a lawyer or the police for identity theft or any of these other things, but he contacted a lawyer for Champions. And out of everything that's happened to him, Champions is the thing the lawyer said don't talk about. Not
What?
hey, my identity was stolen, someone got my bank account, you know, what kind of ramifications can we have here, what can we do to prevent this in the future? None of that. No, I've been lawyers, not lawyer, lawyers have told me don't talk about it. I think when they said don't talk about it, I think they meant everything, not just Champions. Like, Phil takes Champions and is like, that is his sister's virginity and he's going to defend it. You know, he is the last man, the last bastion of hope, standing in front of the castle walls, in front of the gate, with his sword and shield and the ballista behind him.
I'll tell you what his lawyer told him, Ice, after they're done with the bank closure. She goes, I know that you broadcast to the public, and under no certain rules should you ever talk about this bankruptcy to the public. Even if it's just a person in the street. Keep this shit between you and me, the person you paid to represent you. He
Yep.
didn't do it.
You, me, and the four walls.
Yep.
And that's where it should stop at. Just
Because,
like we
yeah, a
now
lot of legal
know.
shit can occur, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's just like we found out, thanks to Phil. Granted, it took 2 years. I might be off on that. When was the side scrollers last year? Something doesn't matter. He brings up
Yeah, about a year and change.
the restraining order against his wife. Guess what? Now we found the restraining order. Now
Sorry
we
for that.
found the information that was given to the police giving the restraining order. We found out the cat has cheated on Subaru Man 2 times prior to Phil.
Really?
We have learned that somebody with a Connecticut number, Phil, told Subaru Man to kill himself.
Whoa!
Whoa, this is news.
I don't know about any of this shit.
This is what come out of that restraining order or the police report.
Oh.
Like now, because
Yeah.
Superman was texting some woman named Amber. Meth Bear knows more about it. Some woman named Amber, and he sat. Superman said, "I don't know who the fuck this number is," and he gives the number, and Amber immediately, "That's a Connecticut number. Look it up." So we could say that she was fucking with him, or they were fucking with him. or it was Phil.
Phil, cool. That's disgusting.
So and Kat
Phil
owned,
killed another man.
and then Kat owned a firearm.
Yep, she did.
So we learned some shit out of that. Thank you, Phil. Again, speaking about shit you shouldn't
Yep.
speak on.
We
Nobody
only
would
know
have ever
because
knew
you
this
told us
existed.
about it.
Yeah. She belongs to the streets. Don't underestimate how he blow. Oh yeah, the Kino Casino stuff has a high potential to blow. It's a powder keg waiting to go off. Did you say something, Icy?
You know, all these people.
So I mean, with all this information coming out, and mind you, this is by Phil saying one thing that he should have never said. We would have never known about Cat's restraining order. We would have never known about this supposed Superman beating her up.
what happens
No,
when
so
you
the
have
thing I
no
found
will.
out, Reap Out, with the restraining order, let's take Icy for example. Let's say Icy and I are
Alright.
sitting in the same room one day, and I take her phone and go through her phone without her permission. That's a breach of trust, a breach of privacy, and can be labeled as domestic abuse.
It's legal. It's community property. That much is true.
Yeah, so we don't
Working
know the
together only.
extent that this abuse actually goes to.
And
Because
who abused
Phil
who?
said that Superman hit her. This Amber woman said that he hit her. And Superman said, I never touched her. Well, there's nothing to corroborate whether he did or didn't. So it's take
See?
it as you will.
And you said about community property. Well, that's good in 49 out of 50 states.
There you go.
Louisiana, we
Cat
don't
used
have
the names,
community
but-
property.
Blame on Phil when
Let's
Phil
say
left the
about
phone
Aisha
unattended.
tried to
That's
get-
true too,
there's-
Falcon.
There's no such thing as community property in Louisiana. We don't follow common law. We follow Napoleonic code. We're
Yeah,
the
but-
only state that does it.
And we found out. I mean, Huberman's been now married, so congratulations to him.
One of the
and his-
reasons I got divorced is I caught wind of my ex doing some things. Of course, I came out well, but I learned about this during that time because I had to
Mhm.
comment on
Yeah.
the phone.
But like Superman kind of sounded like a cuck at one point. He's just like, I miss her. I want her back. Please come back. This and that. It's like, dude, let her go. As I think it was Ghost Hunter that said it. She belongs to the streets. Just leave her in the streets. Like she cheated on you twice. Let that bitch go.
She and her sister aren't that dissimilar.
Yeah, cat having a firearm is a scary thought. But she never went back to get it after she left. She never
She
went
has
back for it. And
Borderline personality disorder.
Superman asked her to come get it multiple times. And he's like, look, if she don't get it, I'm just going to take it to the police. Which he can at that point. It's abandoned property.
I'm sure one of those like gun return drives.
Yeah. So, I mean, we found out Kat's not the nicest chick in the box either.
I told you, I think she's aggressive towards Phil sometimes. I think that's why he became scared and became that sex prude and all.
He might have. I remember It's a
I think
Gundam
she
made a
listened
joke about that
to
shit a
her.
long time ago. Like back in
Yeah, throw
2018.
stuff at him. Yeah, I do. I don't think she's like on him all the time, but I would definitely not be surprised if she's hit him in the
God
past.
damn it, I did fuck up. I got it under the wrong category. I am so sorry, guys.
Wait, what category?
It's under gaming. It needs to be under entertainment.
Oh,
The YouTube category.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, no worries. You can do
Yeah,
it
I
at any
switched it.
time
But
with the
I
ease
guess what
of
happened was we
YouTube
kind of
Studio.
agreed on like what
Yeah.
I was what would be good, and they were gonna get it, and then all of a sudden,
Again, why would they
Injured
wait?
reserve list until next week?
Again, why would they wait till you start the great PC migration to then tell you, hey, I'm buying you a PC, it's on the way? That makes no sense, Phil. That's why this story, it feels like Phil bought it himself. Because if I was going to get Icy a computer, I'm not going to wait till Icy is transferring her files to another computer and be like, hey, I got you a PC, it's on the way. Or I might be cute about it. Hey, don't move your stuff yet. We'll do it later. Just sit on it just for like a day or two. And then the PC just shows up. Not
That'd be
just Not this, oh, I'm
Right?
just going to wait until you start doing the process to then tell you, hey, by the way, I'm sending you a computer. So you're wasting my time. I'm wasting my time doing the act when you could have just been told me this and been done with it. Especially when Phil always says, don't just send me things. That's another thing that makes this sound suspect. Plot twist, Cat has DSP hostage at gunpoint. Beg out of fear for DoorDash. God damn it.
She's thinking, oh, you find those women on TV more attractive than me? Hit, punch.
Where's my lunch,
I do.
Philip? Pulls out Glock. I'm sorry,
Gotta
Cat.
save
Guys,
Phil.
you know I need at least $50 every day.
No adult should do that because it's still deplorable for whatever the reason is. But yeah, I do think that he bit off more than he can chew. Didn't realize that going into it.
Exactly.
Yep.
No jokes.
At the very
No,
least, we
no
know
joke
Kat is
at all.
willing and able to cheat on her partner. Yeah, so she might, the whole joke about her smashing Tyrone might be true. She might already be out there, yo, hey baby, I need some dick. What about your man? Fuck him. He's a limp dick loser anyway. I need a real man. Now plant
You don't
that
need the
seed.
right man. You just need right now.
Yeah, it's just like
Or Mr. Right Now. There we go.
it's like since we know she is able to cheat, once a cheater is always a cheater.
That's true. That's
Son,
super
They
fucking
emailed me
true.
yesterday.
Yeah. And then watch, we're gonna hear one day that Kat cheated on Phil, and Phil's like, guys, Kat cheated on me. Like, dude, you got her through cheating. What the fuck do you expect to happen eventually?
That's the thing that always threw me. Like, both of them got together now realizing that they cheated to get together. It can
Yeah.
only end badly. Like, it's
Yeah.
one thing if
Exactly.
you were... Well, maybe one thing if, like, you were estranged from your wife, you hadn't formally divorced yet, and you meet someone along the way. Well, when you already fell out of love with someone else. In this case, Duberman had no idea she was doing this shit
Yeah,
until he did.
exactly.
Today and said, so FYI, I ordered you a PC, but FYI, it's not from Newegg. I was like, what? Why not? Like, whoa. They said, well, with Newegg, I guess it would have been difficult because, they're not shipping it to themselves, they're shipping it to me. I live in a private community. In order to deliver here, you need specific instructions on how to access this community and get into it.
Phil, see right here. This is another reason why this story does not make sense. This is why I think he did buy this PC. Newegg themselves are not delivering the PC to you. You dumbass. It is still coming through one of the mailing companies. It's still coming through UPS or
Okay.
FedEx or one of them. It's not.
Wait.
Newegg is not Amazon with a Newegg truck driving around dropping off fucking PCs
Hold on.
and PC parts.
Hold on. I have to say this. The computer I currently own is from Newegg.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good company.
Yeah, I bought it. My computer's still going good. I'm still looking at getting something newer. But my computer came through Newegg, and guess who delivered it? DHL. And I want to say it was DHL. It wasn't Newegg. It wasn't some random guy up the street with a box saying, "Here you go." In fact, they went to the wrong house. But it wasn't DHL. And let me tell you something. I used to deliver things in the past in my first job. And we had to go to communities that were gated, that had gates that you needed codes for. And guess what? Typically, depending on what's being delivered, the company either will have a master code for that lock for any driver that goes there to deliver an item, a package, whatever. They'll have their own special code to get into that, or they call the person that ordered it, i.e. you, Phil, and you have a button on your phone or your cell phone that you press that will open that gate for them. That's how that shit works.
More than
Yeah.
likely what it is.
That's why I said his whole thing here doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, Newegg can't deliver to me because I'm ordering it. Guess what? It's called, you can ship it to a different address. You can bill from one address and ship to another. I do that all the fucking time.
Shit, I've done it.
I did it with Walmart this weekend.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that, but remember all the packages Phil's got, and he's like sitting on edge. He's like, guys, when the package gets here, I gotta go and break to go grab it, and all this other stuff. It's like he was literally walking through his neighborhood looking for his PlayStation or headset or something like that the one time. Remember?
What type of neighborhood do you live in that you got to be that paranoid about your boxes?
Exactly.
Like,
Let's see here. What is
And
the
then the time
date
he
of
gets a
her cheating
package,
and the text from Connecticut? Well, no, remember, Phil's phone is still in Connecticut. His phone number is still a Connecticut number. Remember, he has always said he has never changed his number.
Why?
So if he
The cell
texts you
phones now, it doesn't
today, it
matter.
would still be a Connecticut number, even though he is in Washington State.
I'm just saying, with all the other stuff he's ordered, he sat on pins and needles waiting for it and said, guys, when I get you, I'm going to go on break to go get it. You can't do that for your new computer.
Nope.
Whoever came by.
What a Christ.
And it's not easy. You actually have to jump through hoops. Delivery
Tell
people
me
here
about it.
can have a hard time getting in. So
So here's the thing. We already know at Phil's gate, you can easily just walk around it. It's like it's brick gate, brick open shrubbery.
he's like, I
Oh,
tried to do it, and it
like
just seemed like
That's why they put it in. Every senior community has one of these, and it's mostly for show.
Yeah.
It looks like a gated community of a sort. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think it's
And
mostly just to try to keep the cars from racing in.
Yeah. Don't talk
Yeah,
to me
that's
until
all
you
it
got a
is.
guard at your gate. Then I'll call your neighborhood truly gated.
you're paranoid because you lost hundreds in stolen packages. What's up, Mal? Yeah, I've lost a few packages when I lived in an apartment complex, so I know what that's
It's
like.
a little thing that comes up and it looks like a phone pad, like a keypad. Unless you
So
have a guy who said there's a community in a town not too far from me in Mandeville, Louisiana, which is on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. There's a community called Beauchesne, and there's a reason why I'm telling you this specific subdivision in Mandeville, Louisiana. Remember so long ago when Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie was moving to Louisiana and they moved to New Orleans?
Mhm.
They
That's why
didn't
they
buy
moved.
a house in New Orleans. They bought a house in Beauchesne subdivision in Mandeville, Louisiana, because there is a guard at the gate that unless you have an address or you are delivering to a verifiable address in that subdivision, you cannot get in.
You got to put their name on the list beforehand, and
Yeah,
they have to
you
present an ID.
let them know, hey, I'm getting a delivery from FedEx. Hey, I'm getting a delivery from UPS. Hey, I'm expecting blah, blah, blah. They'll be here. You have to tell the front gate guard. Otherwise, you're not getting in. I love to. Exactly, Aramasa. I hate Lake Pontchartrain. I actually crossed the causeway during Hurricane Katrina in the mass exodus, and normally to cross the causeway, it usually takes about 20-30 minutes. It took me 3 hours, and I could feel the waves hitting the bridge.
That's scary.
That is petrifyingly scary when you're in the middle of this fucking lake and there's no land any.
And everyone's trying to go the
Complicated, and the
same
fact that-
direction. Not everyone's thinking clearly. It's a Cat 5.
they were probably going to have to either contact me or you to get this thing delivered. He said, forget it. So I got you something else. I said, what? I mean, you got me something else. Like, we were talking about this particular model. He's like, no, I got you something else. It's even better. And I got it off Amazon, and Amazon
This is
delivers to
even
you. I know,
better.
because you got your Victrix joystick, delivered, and other things
Yeah,
delivered.
you
So I
got
know-
a $300 joystick, and you still have yet to take Jasper to get his blood work. So, I mean, fuck you and
You
your
bought Street Fighter 6
your
three
meow
different
son, right?
times for $100 each.
When that cat dies all of a sudden with no prior warning, he's gonna milk it for what it's worth
Look, they're
to
gonna
it. He
deliver
will
to
have
you,
been
no
the one that
problem.
killed it.
And by the way, it's
Yep.
on the way, and it's coming on Monday.
So Newegg,
Like,
so Newegg
what?
couldn't deliver to the house, but Amazon can.
It's on the way, and it's coming on Monday.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
He bought Street
The guy
Fighter
sends
3 different
me
times, $100
information on the
each,
PC.
but couldn't get Jasper to
And
blood
I'm
work.
looking.
Like I said, the only winner here is Capcom. They made a lot of money off of Phil. So think, Phil just spent over $3,000 for one game.
At it, and I'm like,
Big up.
first of all, to be clear,
Amazing.
this is not a $5,000 gaming rig. This is not an insane
pretty good.
over-the-top thing. You know what I mean? It's not some enthusiast rig. It's, you know,
You mean like that
But it's
$3,000
ridiculous.
lemon in your
this
closet?
thing, the components that are in it are
New
quite
fear
good.
unlocked.
And this guy decided to buy me this.
Yeah,
Weird.
like I said, there's certain things I'm always
Why
gonna
do
get
you
on Phil
sit
for.
so weird.
Oh,
I
because
imagine him
because
sitting.
that's him.
I imagine him sitting with his knees like so close together, and his hands in his lap, just like, yeah, guys, it's great. You know, I don't know. That's just the way I imagine things.
But no, I'll always get on him for that because we're in Seattle. I know that much. I mean,
Right
you can find
outside of
you can
Seattle,
actually
I
find it. You
believe.
just type in
Yeah, it's right across the base.
just type in
Seattle.
Brunel Industries or Brunel Productions or something. It'll pull
Yeah,
them up.
Peacock Airport.
It'll pull up his
Airport,
information.
and-
And that no, Phil, I'm not doxing you because that shit's already out there.
Seattle Tacoma Airport is in Renton. Or SeaTac, rather.
I sent
Taking
no,
your cat for a
Tacoma
checkup next
is-
month. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah, Tacoma
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Seattle.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He sits there and claims like, "Oh, this is my son
Right.
Jasper," and it's like, okay, but you're not doing anything to
Yeah.
ensure your son is healthy. And then you leave ant poison on the floor. Oh, well, it's sweet, so he stays away from it. What? The cat will. If the cat licks it, then he's fucking dead. Oh, okay.
Not only that, I mean, you know, you want to take it to the extreme. Okay, you say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
Renton,
it's
Washington, thank you.
sweet. He'll leave it alone." No, believe it or not, that's how people kill animals with fucking antifreeze because it has a sweet smell. So
Yeah.
they smell it, they go lick it, and oh, oops, Fido's dead.
Yeah, they
Yep.
take it.
Ant poison is smelling sweet to your
draw the
son, quote
ants.
unquote.
You know what also
Jasper,
bothers me
Your
about that,
cat's
though?
gonna eat it.
Here's the thing that really
Rip
gets me about
Fido.
that. When he plays with Jasper, the limited time that is, he uses what was it, a pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
what does that look like when it's sitting on the floor?
Right?
Wire.
Yeah.
And what is Jasper been swatting and playing at the DSP doesn't want him to play with?
Wires.
I wonder if there's a connection here.
Exactly.
To build.
Because they'll memorize shapes. I mean, my cats already know the litter box and certain toys they have under trees that they know they can play with, but by shape. But you don't play like that because then they're gonna think it's a wire, and they'll play with the wires.
With dogs, because I have an easier time training them because I understand them better. That's what being with a
What's
a
up,
father who's a
Ziggy? And hey, Mal,
a
welcome,
police
man.
officer, so we know
Mm.
training tactics for them. But it's not a hard concept that if you're playing with them to something that looks like one thing, they're not going to think it's something else. It boggles my mind how this, like, I know it's Phil and I should not be taking this so little in my head, but it's like, how the hell have you not made this connection?
I mean, look at the shape of cat toys. They're not normal shapes either.
No, there aren't.
Except ball. Except
Well, let me
ball.
put it this
That's
way.
why
Like,
there's
like,
usually
I
like
have-
two categories of toys. There's like play toys that are like not going to look like something that's in your house usually. There's a few rare
And a
exceptions.
learning toy.
And there's the learning and hunting toys that look like something that they would normally hunt.
There's a PC that's built for use, and then there's a
Because I've got all
PC
those
that's
cat
built
toys, you know, the
just for
ones they play with.
flashiness. Okay, I would argue this
Or the
PC
treat.
hits
You
somewhere
know,
in the
there's a
middle.
ball that has a treat
Because it
inside
has
that
really
they
good
play
components in
around
it
with and they
for
try
gaming.
to open it.
But at the same time, it also looks really unique and weird.
Unique
Yeah,
and
we're
weird.
getting-
No, it's not
we're
unique. The most unique, if we're gonna talk unique, the most unique PC I ever seen. I ever fucking seen. And I wish I had it. I don't get jealous of a lot of things, but I'm fucking jealous of this PC. I am jealous of the way it looks. I'm jealous of the way it works. I'm jealous of how fucking suave it is. This fucking
It's
PC
nice.
got drip on it. You know what it is, Phil? Someone managed to make a Super Star Destroyer as a PC with lights and everything else. And when they boot it up, it has the sound effect of the Super Star Destroyer when it's coming out of warp. Shit's fucking fantastic. Fucking fantastic. That is the most unique PC I have ever seen in my life.
Cross your
Yeah.
legs to prevent the chub from getting too big now.
Yeah, think
Yeah.
about
Pretty fucking cool, to be honest.
It was.
the aquarium.
That does sound awesome though.
I'm like, those are crazy. I've seen the saltwater one that has like a baby octopus in it.
Yeah, that one was cool as hell too. Like
That's cool.
what you got is a basic bitch computer, just like I have a basic bitch computer. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? It fucking works. It's all I needed to do. If I want, I
That
could maybe stick a
One to
Gundam
me,
in there.
just something that's good from mine, but still works.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
bells.
But Phil's
I
over here
it.
like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Phil's like, I'm like you guys. I have this new computer, and guess what? It's got a unique look, guys. Same fucking thing. Just about every fucking person that can afford one has.
And he puts it right on the floor, and that thing is just gonna clog with dust. And I know you
Ain't
said
that
it's
there?
gonna be just fine because you've seen worse than that. But that's just the first thing my mind goes to. That thing is going to clog with dust.
Now think about it. That you've seen that entertainment center before. The TV before this one, the stand itself on a black TV was white from dust.
Are we sure that was dust and not from Phil's head?
Phil with the
Unbelievable.
oddly shaped head.
Like
All right.
He gives.
no, it's white. It was
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of like a power bottom, so
I can see him. I can see him topping from the bottom.
Absolutely. That's actually one of PPP's favorite
Yes.
phrases to say.
Joe-
He's like,
Joe
he likes
Mendes
to
says
say people top
RGBs
from
on
the
RGB.
bottom. Maybe he'll say it about Phil for real.
he probably reenact what he did.
Yeah,
with
great
Surf.
components. I mean, the fucking. I found out like yesterday. Goddamn, Intels are like going. They're just shitting the bed. Like Intel's having a huge problem. Their chips are just shit right now.
Yep, they are.
This thing has crazy RGBs,
No
which
wonder
I
my
don't know if I'm
CPU
even going to
was
be using.
messing up.
Do I really want distracting RGBs on a PC
about it.
over
With
there that I'm
all
going to
the
have right? It's going to
extra
sit
lights
right.
that he likes to play with.
Phil,
That's extra heat on the system. I'm like,
here's the thing,
nope.
Phil. You can go in your settings and change it to just one color, and just leave it.
Yeah.
I leave mine on rainbow, because guess what? It don't fucking bother me. Okay, it's lighting up. Okay, big deal. Don't give a fuck. As long as it functions the way I need it to, that's all I care about. He sees, wow, big number. Exactly.
There next to my entertainment center. Okay, it's gonna sit right there on the floor. Okay, you ready? Here's some of the specs in this thing. An Intel Core i7 14700KF processor. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. That's
That's
the
how you build
processor.
computers.
Build
Okay.
computers, but don't know
The
what any of
graphics
this
card.
shit is.
An NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super. What does that mean? I don't know.
Dude, I don't even
What's
know
up, Uncle?
what's going on. Look at this.
What? I don't know.
I don't know, but I build computers, guys. Believe me.
What is that?
Yes,
TI.
yes, Phil, we know. You don't know a goddamn thing about anything. Not a fucking thing. You just want it because it's the bigger and badder thing. That's
Only
all you
two
care
things
about.
he knows how to do: suck
Yeah,
at
you
video
don't-
games and beg for money.
Yeah, you don't know if it's good. You don't know if it's bad. Somebody could literally send you a computer that was gonna just fucking break apart in 3 days, but you're like, hey guys, I don't know what any of this means. It must be good, right? And then it breaks, and you're gonna be bitched again saying this is why fucking computers suck.
Super? Okay then. 32 gigabytes of DDR5 5600 MT per second RGB RAM. So 3200 gigabytes of RGB colored RAM.
Dude, 64 is like the new standard.
Glowing RAM. Right?
Did I let you pause for 1 second? I want to say something.
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay, so the reason why PCs or not PC console game disc games usually have less bugs and problems because usually most games are built for the PC first. So all the bugs and other errors they're going to find are going to be on the PC first before they're switched and released to the console. That's usually how that works.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to the one of the people that helped work on Gestalt Steam and Cinder. And I didn't realize like it's easier for them to work from the PC because of all the technical stuff they have. Oh, there's a problem here. I can just boot it up my PC instead of going through 20 other things. And that's how they debug and get all the other issues out. That's why a lot of early release of PCs have those bugs. And then when it comes out for the console, most of those things were worked out because it was on the PC first, Phil. That's how this works. See, that's how business kind of works their way to making better products. They know it's not going to be perfect, but they process it. They see the issues. If something comes up, because you got to consider, even if they play test everything, there's always like say, I'm throwing this number out there, like 5 game testers for a game. Now versus the possibly millions of other people going to play it, and they're going to play it their way, they're going to find something that the 5 people you have for game testing is going to miss, without a doubt. It's a matter of statistics on that. And he just fit, and I just hate his excuse. Oh, this game was never tested. I bet they never tested this game. Yeah, Phil, they did. They just don't expect people to suck as badly as you do.
Exactly. He's demonstrating his 60 IQ. Exactly, Rowdy. Let's see. Because I don't get his. You look, you Google, you find what it is. Another I do before I buy a PC is PC hardware. Research. Yeah, you research it, or you ask somebody that you know is knowledgeable and be like, hey, in your opinion, is this good or not? Like I did that with Hood Hustler. I asked him about a couple of PC parts I was looking at, and what did he do? He turned around, told me the information, sent me a couple of videos of people that are comparing the two and what to expect out of it. Like this is the thing.
Yeah, he helped me. He helped me pick out my Rogue Ally.
Yeah, this is the thing. Phil's like, oh, I guess it's just good. I don't know what the hell any of this means, but I guess it's good. And it's like, okay, Phil.
He really is the definition. I can't remember the full name of it, but it was something Cougar, something. But it's like the fact that he knows nothing.
But he feels like a smart. Get excited for next product. That's Phil.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was some study that the people that basically knew nothing about it thought that they did. They thought they were the smartest person in the room because of it, and you could not tell them they were wrong.
Because it's a pre-built Reap, and that's what it came with. Have they got any 32 gigabytes? Oh yeah, there's 32 gigabyte RAM sticks out. I could have got one of the ones I was looking at. I think was for 100 and some gigabytes of RAM, but my computer can't handle that. Mine can handle 64. It can't handle anything above that.
What the fuck?
That's what I have on my
a 2 terabyte
too is 64 gigs.
M.2 NVMe PCIe Gen 4.
Wait, let me see.
SSD.
How you find it? Oh, I found it.
It's
good. You're laughing. You're sitting here laughing about this, and you know nothing of what you're reading. Like that's not good. You should at least have the basic knowledge and basic understanding of what you're at least looking at and reading. This is your computer. So if something goes wrong and you need to replace these parts, they're going to be asking you, what is it? What part is it? What does it do?
That sounds nice. 2 terabytes?
Yeah.
That sounds like good. Sounds like
my
good.
paranoia because of when I buy my new computer, and I'm gonna understand about as much as Phil does. I will admit to that. My brain, if I read it and I look at it, I'll be able to understand it. But with everything that's out there and all the information, this is why I asked like all the computer people I know is like, does this seem like a good PC to you? Because I know next to nothing about it. I'll be able to tell you what the book tells me.
People who are buying it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once I get it here, I see the owner's manual like that. I'll get it more. But when I'm just going to look at it, I'm looking over the specs. I'm like, I have no idea what half the shit means. Hey, computer buddy, what does all this mean?
Exactly. You ask around
Yep.
like a smart person would do.
Dunning-Kruger effect. Yeah.
But 2
Yeah, the
terabyte
Dunning-Kruger
SSD,
effect.
I
That was
guess.
it.
This now, I
Well,
need
like
to
that.
clarify a few
We
things.
looked that up. I've never
okay?
heard of it before.
This
Basically,
PC is
pause
for
a second,
gaming.
Ice.
237 gigabytes.
Basically, the Dunning-Kruger effect is somewhat of low capacity for a subject.
Yeah, I got it. I thought you said deadly cougar. My bad.
Oh, possibly overestimates your own ability with it, and you cannot convince them otherwise.
Well, you're not smart enough to realize the limits of your knowledge. You think you're smarter than you actually are. Gone. That's a good example of that.
Yeah, because we talk about
Open me.
I'm going to repeat myself. This PC is for gaming.
I gotta get that.
That's
video.
what the PC is
I'll
for.
put it on my Odyssey
This is why when I
channel.
said this arrival of
Trailer
this
park
PC is
smart.
going to change all my content,
Okay, how is it going to
That
change
you
your
get off
content,
the
Phil?
regular
Like,
world.
this is my question. How is it going to change your content? What in your content is going to change? Getting this PC, this beefy boy, what is it going to change in your content? There has to be something that we see that is different. If you're still just going to play games, then nothing fucking changed. It's the same. If you're not getting better at your content, nothing has changed. So you just saying it's going to change my content, guys. It's going to revolutionize my content. It's going to be so good. It's going to be the best content you ever seen on YouTube. Let me tell you, we're going to be playing games at max graphical capacity. We're not going to have any stutters. The best, I mean, the purest of pure cut gaming you're going to have right here on DSP Gaming because I said so. It's like, okay,
Similar,
well,
like as an alcoholic, he thought he could dictate the terms of when he didn't drink. Same thing here.
yep.
Any old excuse to get it to him as quickly as possible. It's going to change our lives. No, Phil. It'll feed the greed, my man. That's it.
Yeah.
this is very
Make
true.
gaming great again?
All right,
Is that
it's
what we're
going to
doing?
change all of my content because
Make
I'm
it
literally
great
going to have the
again.
capability to play every game I want on PC moving forward.
Let it
You
be.
do
Right.
that by putting Phil on the
Any new
horse
game,
and having him
I'll
carried
be
out
able
of
to
town.
do game. Be honest,
Send him to
Street
the
Fighter 6
ocean.
immediately is an
I'm
upgrade, and in
sold.
fact, the person
It's not an upgrade. I have Street Fighter
Oh,
6 on my
total.
PC, and there is no
Mhm.
difference from my version of Street Fighter 6 and your version you're playing on the PS5.
who donated this PC has
That's why Cross Flat
specifically
works so well.
requested
Yep.
that the day it shows up tomorrow, they want me to set it up and play Street Fighter 6 on it. They want me to play Street Fighter 6, see how it looks, how it performs, does it get rid of any additional input lag? They want me to play it on launch day here, or unboxing day, I guess I should say, setup day. They want me to play Street Fighter 6 on it. Okay?
Phil,
So,
you bought your computer.
yes, of course. the
Yeah,
PC
that's what I'm
version.
saying. Like this
You
was
bought it.
all
We're gonna
this
be playing
was
Street Fighter
bought. Like
6
everything
on
he's
PS5
saying,
until
he's-
the PC shows
he's
up.
purchased
When
it
it shows up, I'm gonna
himself.
set up the PC and we're gonna play Street Fighter 6 on PC. You understand? Okay.
Because if it was
So
if
it's
it
gonna
was
be the
bought
best
by a
version of Street
fan
Fighter
and he
6
told you to
available.
play Street
There'll
Fighter
be
6
no
on it,
more
why he
issues
didn't? Why
with
are you saying
drop
okay?
inputs or anything
Whenever
because
I
I'm
get
gonna
it
have
up,
the
he said, "Let's play it on. Let's play Street Fighter 6, and I'll play with you." If he's a true fan and he wanted you to play it so bad, why isn't he playing it with you?
Exactly.
best version like all the pro players. There will be no more unfair advantage when I'm playing this game against people online. It will be even Steven. Okay? So I'm excited for that, obviously.
Bro, that's an
This is
old
cool
ass
'cause I'm getting
expression.
that positive vibe that I had for most of 2017. I'm getting it back now. But now I'm getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too.
Damn. All right, next
that
one.
gin.
So, question. I'm just curious about something.
Sure.
It's just when I was watching play Street Fighter 6.
Uh-huh.
So, these say that people that play it on PC have some sort of thing in the system to lower lag, like the and delay and everything like that. I'm like, how much can it be if someone's got to connect to the internet? Like, what is he talking about?
Literally nothing. Nothing.
say-
He's thinking, like, he's sitting here thinking that there is no lag, no input delay, no input drops. He's thinking PC is the purest form of playing the game. It is, and it is good. Do not get me wrong, but it's not. You're not going to get an advantage on PC versus PS5 when he's already beat people on crossplay. So take that in consideration. He's already beaten people on crossplay that are on the PC. So him doing this is nothing more than feeding the greed. That's all this is.
It's not crossplay.
You're
PC,
breaking
you might
up.
have better performance on the PC, but in a cross-platform game, there can't be that much better performance because they both have to compete with each other. You can only do so much.
Yeah, he's not getting this big boost like he thinks. Like, that's the thing. Like, he's not getting a huge ass boost.
But then you talk about like, oh, people have this program that removes input delay. What input delay? You push button responds. What are you smoking, Phil?
Yeah. Big X to Doubt, by the way, down from the rafters, hasn't logged in for 8 days prior to Phil getting the PC.
I just want to know if anybody in intelligence could like tell me like, no, nothing like that exists, or it's this, but it's not what he's saying it is.
Like, here's the thing: in the world of crossplay, if you're on PlayStation and you're beating people on PC, then there is no advantage. That's just, it's down to the skill. This is still a skill issue. Now, there's also other workings in there, but that doesn't mean it's going to help you. Like, I play on PC and I have a beefy monitor. That monitor, I get a higher refresh rate, but it's not helping me be better at the games I'm playing. I'm not getting an advantage when I play Gundam Operations 2.
But did you know, I with the 120 refresh rate, you should be able to see everything, including what's behind you, apparently.
And then on top of that, Phil doesn't go through his settings when he plays any games. His settings are always the same. Baseline settings. I mean, I do it too because I'm just a lazy fuck. But if I really want to get down and intimate with my game, I start playing with the settings. I don't know how many times I've played with my settings for Final Fantasy 14. Like after every update, I'm playing with my settings to get them where I want them again. Or
The way I
seeing
feel
what
about
else I
that
can
is
do.
if you're testing the game to see if you'll like it, I can understand leaving the settings alone because that's not the first thing you worry about.
Yeah,
if you
it's
get, okay, I
after
like
that.
this game, I want to get the best out of it. Let's go mess with it now.
Yeah. And he's not doing that. He's just playing the game and he's like, oh, we're going to be having this, we're going to be having that, we're going to be having this, we're going to be having that. And it's like, no, it's not. It's really, really not. See, the monitor I'm looking at, and this is just personal, even though I would stream with it. It's a 49-inch curved monitor. It's fucking huge. But I don't have the money for that. I would have to do a drive to get that.
Because he's talking about streaming in 4K
So guys,
and all that.
we're gonna
It's
continue
like,
on.
Phil, it's mad if you shoot 4K if the people watching can't put theirs on 4K. Like
Yeah.
I thought my one friend's like a lot of people usually their highest is usually 1080p that they can watch on.
Exactly. Hey Heather, how you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. How's it going?
Hello. Like the people watching in 4K are doing about as well as financially as Phil is.
Yeah.
On again, please support the React content if you like it.
Damn, we come into a bag.
Right now, my goal is $50 in tips.
Oh,
for
absolutely. Heather, you know you don't have to ask. You're more than welcome on board the Dark Descent. You know that.
No, geez, I kick
Seven. Guys, please tip if you can. I appreciate the super chats, but right now,
We have
if you hit the 50
I just like teasing for anyone.
bucks, that would put me at ease. I'm really
Hit
reliant.
the $50, it will put me at ease. Like Phil, stay the same. Don't ever change. This is why people call you a beggar, a scammer, and all. This is exactly why. Because you always say, "Put my mind at ease. Let's get there early so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the stream." It's not your fans' fucking prerogative to make sure your bitch ass has $50 a stream. That's on you. Become a better streamer,
Get
and the
it?
money should
I won't be
naturally
able
flow
to
in.
DoorDash. Can't do it.
I mean, who knows? You know, Cat might be standing there with the Glock saying, you know, I want my DoorDash, motherfucker.
You won't touch me, you weak fuck. Yeah, at least give me DoorDash.
Basically bringing
Damn.
in as much money as I can on streams, and if I have a slow
You won't
time
go
or
down to
whatever,
get a DoorDash driver down
it
here.
stresses me out, and it stresses me out. It does. For the rest of the
We
stream,
watch
how about we
720p, small
consider
monitor,
that,
potato
and
laptop.
let's continue.
That cooks at
Anyhow, enough
1080.
tin
Oof.
hat foil fucking conspiracies from the commentary
I'm still
team.
watching a
Stick to
fucking
letting dickheads know what these moves are called, Aussie man. Jump,
God,
spinny,
nasty.
cartwheel, flippy, flippy,
Oh, it's the
flippy,
guy that
double
does his
flippy,
own
spinny,
commentary.
pike, combo, thing.
Wait, so we're watching a guy give commentary over someone else's commentary. Okay.
You know,
It's amazing.
you know.
Yes,
Phil,
fuck.
he likes his big D.
Exactly. How you doing, Heather?
Been around. I got back into Star Wars Galaxies a few months ago, and it's just been stuck in my life, right out of me.
In my life.
It's been a lot of fun. Oh, I'm gonna have to mute. A train's coming by. I'll be right back.
All right.
Fuck me dead.
I've liked some of the stuff this guy does. I think this is completely unfunny. Is this supposed to be funny?
Oh, it's the Aussie Man. Come on, Aussie Man is funny.
Hey,
I mean, Aussie Man got 272k views. Phil, what you pushing? 200 views? 300 views? 1,000 max? 30,000 with your fucking Fallout 4 playthrough rerun #1 where you know, talking about your HD graphics or whatever, getting people to, you know, come over to stream and then get pissy because it's not what they thought it was.
Yep.
But I guess you know, what do I know? What do I know?
you know, August,
Flippy,
if they did
flippy.
send Phil the French pole vaulter video, Phil would get jealous.
What's up, August? How you
Oh
doing?
yeah, that's a great photo.
That was amazing.
What up,
That-
Heather? How's everybody doing?
Hey, Lewis.
What's up,
I'm
Lewis?
Hey,
doing
Lewis.
great. How are you?
Yeah, to get DQ'd by one of your body parts, yeah, that's fun.
Body
part.
part.
The body part.
Yeah, the guy
Actually,
that
technically, it was his leg that did it before his wang.
his wang was the after effect.
And his wang was the after effect. It was actually his leg that hit first.
But Heather, you said you had something you wanted to say before the train came by.
So what does the pig want?
Oh, I was just talking about the game I got back into and how it kind of just sucked me.
It happens.
If I had balls, it would be grabbing me. It would have grabbed me by them and pulled me in, kind of situation, you know. Just
Heather, did you get the Warcraft expansion pre-ordered or no?
no. Just I want to do it. I'm putting off a little while. I'm gonna probably wait a month or two. Which is unlike me, because I do pre-order it, but I'm kind of on the fence about this one, so I want to see what people say about it first. I mean, I'm gonna get it probably no matter what. I'm just not gonna get it right away like I have in the past.
It's all right. Well, DSP has a pre-stream, and the videos reacting for videos for the first time after the chat. So yeah, that's the thing. He always wants to sit there and retell them what they just watched. It's like, Phil, we can see it. Why are we going back through this rigmarole? We just watched it. You know, like, are you gonna do that with
I
Two
think he's
Girls
just trying
One
to
Cup,
remind
Phil?
himself what he just saw.
Yeah.
Benefit. It's for his own drunken memory, whole brain's sake.
Yeah.
Be spinny, spinny,
Is this the first
pike,
Friday
fuckity
he's
fuck, fuck.
taking off?
Yeah, he's taking off Friday.
Fuck. Who? What?
No, but it's like the first
What?
Friday he's taking off.
Why is this funny?
Like,
It's
I'm completely lost.
It
I
could
guess
be
a lot
for
of people like
whatever
this
reason
guy,
with him. I mean,
272,000
there's really
views
no
for
telling
saying,
why he
"Flippy,
does
spinny,
what he
flippy,
does.
flippy, spinny.
It's Phil. It's
I think we'll go to the
comedic
next
commentary. He's being comedic, something you don't do.
Oh.
Comedy with DSP. What's that?
Face humor on
What animal
Looks
farts
alone.
sound like?
I
Oh, I'm
mean,
sure this is
look,
going to be
look at
very,
him
very,
right there.
very
I mean,
accurate.
I know that's an old joke, but it's true. You know, you want to find
shit, my
something humorous about him. Look at that face. Holy shit. Oh, I did want to say something.
Oh,
I
go for
have
it.
pretty much left the detractor sphere. I'm after some very disheartening things I saw in the detractor sphere on Twitter. I just said that's it. I'm hanging out in friends chats, but for the most part, I think I'm fucking done with it. It's not fun anymore. He's boring.
Join us, Heather.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Join us
I say
here.
that. I say that to anybody. I do not blame you.
I want to hang out with you guys still, and I want to hang out with King Jad and his chat, Broside Phil, and a couple others. But yeah, I'm done. It's fact that Phil got boring as fuck. But it's like a lot of our detractor spears are transphobic, racist, drama mongering. I saw a lot of that within the last month and a half, and I finally said, y'all are fucked up. Goodbye.
As I say, it doesn't take much to break people.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't find scat jokes funny? Of course he's not gonna reap out. But when he's doing it, it's fine. He doesn't like it when other people do it, though. But no,
He doesn't find.
I
them
still
funny.
thank you for
He
coming
finds
by,
them
Heather.
erotically turning on.
And
Projection,
Exactly.
I'm gonna be going on vacation soon.
that's right. You're going to the Bahamas. I remember you telling us that, and I hope you have a fucking blast, my man.
So nice.
Phil, where's the
Too much for
laughter?
my taste. I can't stand the heat, but I hope you have fun.
I'm
Phil, where's the laughter? This is
He's holding it in.
farts. This is fart and poop jokes. You just cover your face.
He's trying not to laugh.
Really, Phil?
It's secondhand.
See, look, you see how he's turning red. He's turning red. You see it? He's trying not to laugh.
So I think he knows.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome
that
back.
kind of humor himself, and it's like, what is it? Secondhand embarrassment? Is that the term? I might be using it wrong, but he realizes he does humor like that himself, kind of like, oh my god, what,
Oh my god, I saw this part of it. I
Robert
hate it.
I haven't seen this, so like I said, this is part of the catch up.
Junior is Doctor Doom. I know we haven't.
Robert
even had
Downey Jr. Wait, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah,
Dr. Doom.
and the theory this guy presents is actually pretty solid.
Hold on. You killed him off as Iron Man, and you still had to bring him back?
See,
Marvel at this point in the theaters.
they have to. They're pulling out all the stops to save it.
That's what I'm saying. You killed him off, and you have to bring him back.
Well, the reason they're talking about is probably a multiversal thing, that he's a version of himself. That's Doctor Doom. But I'm like, it's stupid. It's stupid to bring him back just to play a character who's going to be in just like 2 movies. But remember what happened
with the comic version where Doom swapped bodies with Tony, and Tony and Doom swapped.
Dead. No, he's dead already. So he's going to play.
From the multiverse. They're going to go to a universe where that's what happened.
Probably, but the big thing about this is that the actor who was supposed to be the big bad, which was supposed to be Kang the Conqueror, he got arrested. So they had to replace him. So they said, why not do Doctor Doom? So they're rebooting the Fantastic Four again. So there you go.
Can I say something?
Sure, I'm gonna go grab a drink while you're saying that, but I can still hear you. Go for it.
Yeah, but that was basically it. They're just bringing him back because they know he can play the part and that he can probably make money and he's a decent actor for the series. But that's basically all they're doing. Because they fucked up with one supposed supervillain that's supposed to be part of the MCU. So they brought him in to do it. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to reboot the entire multiverse. So whatever happens, probably after Secret Wars.
Can I say something now? You know the suit they're gonna give?
So that's what's going on with that.
Remember?
Yeah, they're desperate right now because the MCU is crashing. And I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine count.
Ebo.
Do you
Victor Von Doom?
In the original one with Jessica Alba, I could see his face. I just can't remember the actor's name.
Oh, no, I don't remember his name either. He wasn't that good anyway. He was horrible.
Can I say something? You know the infamous Iron Man suit that Doom wore when he
It
wore
was
an
Julian McMahon. Julian McMahon played him. Sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
Louis.
You know,
Well, it doesn't really matter, but with him playing Doctor Doom, I hope he does a good job with it because the last few incarnations of the Fantastic Four have not been good. But if they did it, I would rather have a 70s version of the Fantastic Four. Bring them in that way, say they were stuck in a dimension or whatever, and just bring them in. But who knows how this is gonna go?
Oh, sorry, Louis. Go ahead, hon.
do you remember the infamous Iron Man comics where Doom wore an Iron Man armor?
I don't remember that.
Look up infamous Iron Man right now.
I'm back.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. Yeah, but with the MCU failing, they're pulling out all the stuff to try to save it. So they said, what the hell, we'll give you more money if you come back as a different character.
Hell,
Now, the only issue I have if he's unmasked too long, because that's the issue with Doctor Doom. I'm like, once he put that mask on in the comics, he never took it off. So why get someone as like Robert Downey to come back if you're going to keep him in character? And if you're not going to keep him in character, you're going to suck.
look up the infamous Iron Man. Doom was unmasked in that. They're gonna have him do probably the infamous Iron Man.
Damn. What's up, Nebo? Good to see you, man.
24 hours to think about this yet, but go ahead and let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below.
No.
I know it's quite
He can't
controversial right now, and I know
have
there
any
are
connection to
many
Iron Man.
people
Iron
out
Man
there
has already
who do
been
not
dead
like
for
this
a
decision,
few
who
years
say
in
that it
MCU.
kind of seems like
But
Marvel
this
is
could be a
desperate at this
version
point,
from a
and people
different
are really
multiverse
bummed that another
where
actor doesn't
Doom
get a
got
shot
Iron
at
Man
Doctor Doom.
back.
But I believe I
And
might
was
know what
the
Marvel
infamous
Studios'
Iron
plans
Man.
actually are. And if I am correct,
No, you don't. Can I
They
just say
did
this?
say there
No,
was
you
gonna
don't.
be
No one
something
does.
related to the
No one
multiverse,
knows what Marvel Studios' plans
but
are because
I-
you're
I-
not working for
I
Marvel
don't see it
Studios.
being that.
What you are is you're probably going to try to reference
Supposedly there were posters
plot lines
revealing
in
Doom's
comic
suit
books
and it's the infamous
that
Iron
could
Man
be
suit.
used as possible reference material for when this happens. But you have
Posters were
absolutely,
handed out and it was the
positively no
Man
idea what Marvel
Oh,
Comics'
was
plans
it?
are because you're not writing the
That is
script.
the story arc
So-
they're going with.
Actually, Phil, there's a lot of people that guess what movies are doing before they come out, and they're pretty spot on. Not all of them; they get some things wrong, but there's some that get them spot on of what is happening with the making of the movie.
logo. They're
Yeah.
referencing
Especially a continuity story, like if like say another Star Wars, they could say a storyline and it could be true.
So you're full of baloney. How Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom explained? Wrong. False. Wrong.
My God,
Incorrect.
I am so tired
Negative.
of Phil going,
No.
no, that's
Nay.
wrong.
This
That's
is a
an easy
fake, mistitled
clickbait.
video.
Oh, Phil.
That's a lie. What
Don't
it should
shove
say
your mouth
is,
full of the
this is
cock
how he
so we
could
don't
be
have to
Doctor
hear your
Doom. Or
stupidity
this is
and
my opinion on how they should make him Doctor.
stupid inanity.
Here's the thing, too, though, Phil. Robert Downey Jr. is a actor. He played Tony Stark, and now he is playing Doctor Doom.
Not even in the same.
Like, he's playing a different character altogether. Now, this person is explaining how Robert Downey Jr. is becoming Doctor Doom. He's not saying this is how Tony Stark is becoming Doctor Doom.
No, it gets much worse with his ranting about this. I hate it every moment of this.
God.
Not, this is how he'll be Doctor Doom.
Oh, hey, Nibble.
It's complete bullshit.
Man.
And I hate videos like this that are clickbait nonsense. Okay? So all you can
Hey,
do
nonsense.
is speculate,
Read the
which is fine to
fucking
speculate,
title, you
but then
dumb
call it what
cunt.
it is: speculation. Don't say this is fully explained how it's happening.
What's up, Randy?
No,
How you
it's
doing?
not. You have no
Robert
idea.
Downey Jr. in
You're a
Tropic Thunder
YouTuber
was
with
legendary. Yes,
Here's
it
the thing,
was.
though.
68,000 views.
Okay. Can you pause a second? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Look how much of that video he's actually already watched, and he's already knows everything about this video.
Oh, of course, because that's Phil. Because remember, he is the smartest man in a room of one, as Come Along likes to say.
He's the omnipresent.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
Not much, man. How you doing?
With only having watched this much.
Yeah, he's only watched like 20 seconds.
Views on a clickbait video. You're not.
Clickbait views. I mean, well, you know what? 168,000 motherfuckers are enjoying it, Phil. So it's whatever he's doing. Let's just say the guy. Let's just say it's a farce, and let's say the guy is clickbaiting the fuck out of it. Well, it's working, and people don't mind clickbait.
He's clickbait.
Not a Marvel writer.
He's just guilty of clickbait as everybody else does. I mean, hello, anybody remember the title Fallout 4 in 4K?
Yep, I was just talking about that earlier. Exactly.
The other thing is, here's the thing though. It's like if you got clickbait, you can immediately turn off the video if you don't like it. Nobody goes to a video and says, "Oh, I don't like this," and watches the whole thing anyway without a good reason. If you're not enjoying the video, turn it off.
I mean, honestly, he was paid to watch it.
So here's the thing, though. When it comes to comic book reveals like this, say like again, this is Comic-Con. There are other people who are in the industry who do videos like this. So there are sources you can trust that you can watch.
No, not enjoying the video as a whole, regardless.
No, I'm
having the brains to turn it off and watch something else.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that he's saying no, and this whole video is a scam. It's not, because there are other people who report this, who are in the industry or follow it. I know several who do comic books, nothing but comic books, and we were talking about this. So, yeah, it's not clickbait. I just find it stupid. It's like, it's not just a one-off thing. Like, what were they saying before? Oh, yeah, Kevin Conroy, that his last thing was going to be the video game? Nope. His last thing were his last lines in that, Crisis movie. That was the last thing. Yeah, part 3. The third part. Yeah, they actually had his final lines in there. So that's his final thing. But it's a whole thing. Yeah, go ahead, Heather.
Is that can't, because he has no joy in anything and never has, except maybe Street Fighter and Jin, but and DoorDash, but
And supposedly Cat, but that's questionable.
Oh, yeah. But I think a lot of it is like we, in general, we as a group of human beings, generally we can find something to be excited about, something like that. Phil doesn't have that, and it's like he pointed out rightly that he doesn't have a sense of curiosity about anything. He could go, oh wow, gee, I wonder how this is going to work, or gee, I wonder what storyline they're going to go with. He's supposedly a long-time comic book fan. He could do that route. Instead, he goes, oh no, it's just going. I'm just going to shit on it because it's clickbait. And he's misreading the title and totally grossly misrepresenting what it is as a result.
I mean, that's Phil, because he has to shit on people because that's all he has left, and that's what people see.
I blame Kino Casino on that for this, by the way, because he's now back to being the fucking goddamn king of hate, motherfucker.
I'm glad. I'm glad he's going back to being the king of hate.
Maybe
I love
he
it.
won't be so boring now.
Because not only that, it shows how easily manipulated he is.
It is.
Oh, Diary, what's up? I didn't see you sneak in here. God damn it. Thyricam.
Speaking of King, did you see the fiasco with that Party City fucking crown somebody bought him and it doesn't even fit him?
Yeah, I unfortunately
that was
did
so
see that.
delightful. That was so wonderful. I loved it. It's just like he was so hyped for it, and he could. Well, first off, you're not supposed to really push down a crown like a baseball cap or something. It's supposed
Yeah,
to
it just
kind of
rests
sit
on your
top
head.
of your head. But he's trying to push it down on that oddly shaped head that he used to get bullied for, according to him.
Okay? I hate that shit. It's so disingenuous for them to act like that.
Correct. And even if I'm just a little correct, so a lot of people were wondering, is he simply playing a Tony Stark variant who is evil, or is he actually playing Victor Von Doom?
That's
The Russo
fine.
brothers say Victor, Variety says Victor, but I don't believe them. I actually don't think that.
Hey, it's Aquaman.
I don't believe them. Oh my god.
So the
the studio gave us information,
Yeah, that's what.
but we're gonna ignore
I've
the
seen
information
that.
and still speculate otherwise because that's what I like to do to get clicked.
Yes, Phil. There's nothing wrong with speculating. There's nothing wrong with it at all. There's nothing wrong with that. I speculated about the Gundam Netflix show, and then I saw what they got. It's gonna suck ass, I'm sure. But I still speculated because I enjoy it, and I enjoy Gundam. I enjoy certain media. I speculate on certain video games, like when Final Fantasy 16 was announced, and they showed part of it. I speculated what type of story it was gonna be. There is nothing wrong with that, Phil. But however, you cannot allow yourself any forms of joy unless it is monetary. And you have shown this time and time and time and time and time again. And it makes it hilarious that the only joys you have in life is really just getting money and gin. That's it. You need to find things that are going to make you happy. Your wife is supposed to make you happy. I'm sorry, but the way you act, your wife doesn't make you happy at all. Your current life doesn't make you happy. And you show it time and time again when you're on stream.
Okay.
That's the case. I do.
You know, it's like my husband and I will be married at 30 years this December. And it's like we still have a lot of love for each other in our hearts and we have joy in each other, right?
Exactly.
Okay, they are obviously in a loveless marriage. It's a marriage of convenience, right? Look at how they are after 5 years. Could you imagine them if they actually stick it out for 20?
I mean, sadly, they're kind of a match made in heaven. We found out Kat's a cheater. She cheated on 2 men before cheating with Phil. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're kind of power for the course. Phil went after a woman that was already dating, so yeah.
I think on that subject we do need to take it with a grain of salt because we really can't be sure how vindictive Subaru Man was. You know, I saw that thing Cadsper did with Logan from taking.
Yeah, I watched that while I was at work.
You know,
I mean, but
it's
she came back with stipulations, so that to me, yeah, she cheated on him.
But yeah, so you're right. Nobody would want either of them. She's
Believe that he
damaged
is going to be
goods
playing
and he's Phil.
a Tony Stark variant. Well, I think there's an alternate reality where Tony Stark actually made this happen, and he became kind of maybe a dictator. Maybe he became kind of evil. Maybe he became superior Iron Man from the comics. This would also bring in full circle.
What does it have to do with the movie?
So,
It has nothing to do with the movie, Phil. It's saying how Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, and that could play into the movie. Like, again, this is how fucking stupid you are.
Is the stupidest valedictorian ever to grace the planet of this earth, past, present, future. Man, I wish I hadn't cold beverage. I think I'm gonna need it.
I mean, he
Nothing
doesn't
to do with it.
understand that
He's
there could
just
be
guessing.
alternate timelines, different storylines. Yes, that's what he's doing. He's guessing. Superior Iron Man. There was a version of Doctor Doom that was Iron Man. Oh my god, he doesn't get that there could be different versions.
Wait, now that I've thought about it, you know, Lewis brought it up and you're talking about it, that's actually not a bad storyline to bring into, you know, because there's obviously people still wanting Iron Man because, you know, they've been asking for them to bring him back and they won't do it because, you know, they don't want to ruin the magic of that, what happened with that, you know, which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
If they can sneakily, you know, go, oh ho ho, hey, here's Doctor Doom in an Iron Man suit. But no, it's totally not Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean,
makes sense now.
yeah, I mean, there's different versions. There's even different versions of Doctor Doom. There was one that he was God Doom. He killed
I seen
Odin,
that
took his
one.
powers. He became a god. That's the one in the white. You saw
Yeah.
that one? That he's all white.
yeah, I saw
that's
that
the one
one.
that he had god powers in his universe.
Because they were gonna there was the other one where he became a god, and it was not Doctor Strange. Mr. Fantastic didn't want it and gave it to Doom instead.
Yeah.
I can guess too.
You
Can I
want
just
to be a
make videos right?
god? You leave me and mine alone if I do? If I give it to you?
Well, I mean, it was kind of funny because people kind of respected him and nobody fucked with him, so it was kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess it works.
Guess.
Respect or fear?
And I should make clickbait titles.
No, they
What
actually
do-
did respect
What
him.
kind of? What would you guys like me to guess about?
And in the
Serious, in chat, what
continuity,
topic would
Doctor
you like me to
Doom,
guess
the people of his country, they love
Let's
him.
think of one.
They
What
love,
would you like
they
me to
love
guess
him as
about
their
today?
leader.
Doom is kind of like the Lex Luthor of Marvel, isn't he?
Let's-
In that
come on.
way,
Come on,
rich
chatters.
guy
What-
who...
not
Phil,
really.
DSP guesses. Ready? It'll be a
Kind
new
of.
series.
But the thing is,
John, the
he's
Arc did
trying to do it for
temperature. He
improvement.
says hashtag
He's
DSP
trying
drives
to prevent like world wars and all that. He
drives
thinks he's the only one who could stop
There
it.
you go.
That's why he's so
Guess about Donald Trump.
cynical
All
about
right.
it.
I guess that Donald Trump, the night before the upcoming
Not
2024
funny, Phil.
election, will be revealed to be a space alien. Yes, from the planet Klaatu.
Not
Alright?
funny, Phil.
However, he will
Dork
profess
and
that
Mindy?
actually was his plan all along to save Earth because there was a meteorite
Still
coming
can't
for
believe
Earth
he was
to
willing
destroy
to wear
it.
the
And the only way
queen
he can save
hat
humanity is
that
to be the
someone
president.
donated to him. Pete
Because then
cringe. Oh,
he can
absolutely.
secretly budget an anti-missile space
Yeah.
force to take out the meteorite.
Yes,
Okay?
Phil. Yes,
But all
whatever
this
the fuck
happens
you're
the night
talking
before
about.
the
Yes.
election. So now the world is thrown into chaos. You vote for the space
stupid.
alien who wants to
And now
save
it's
Earth
sitting in the background with the
from
rest
an
of the
impending
trash
meteor attack,
that he
or do
has
you vote for
as
Kamala
a
Harris? It's actually a tough
quote-unquote
decision, I feel. Like, I'd be
background.
really
This
torn
isn't
on
even
that one.
funny,
If that was the
Phil.
actual decision we had to make,
So
I
he doesn't
might,
talk politics
I
on the
might
show.
be leaning towards a space
Yeah.
alien.
We all
I don't know.
he does.
I don't know what I would do. It'd be tough.
He totally does.
remember.
A standing ovation, everyone. Standing
Yes,
ovation.
but he's complaining
Yes, you're
about.
so good. You're so good doing double damage with every fucking hit. You're so good.
I
It's
mean,
about the price of Bitcoin
again,
in 5
Phil
years.
being an asshole.
Okay,
He's an
I
asshole.
predict
agree with
that
you.
over the course of 5 years, the
Yeah.
price of Bitcoin will
And you
increase.
still haven't done anything in the video.
I also predict that in the next 5 years, the price of Bitcoin will decrease. And I predict that with 5 years, the price of Bitcoin
How many
will
times are you gonna say
level
this?
out. You see how easy it is to do this? Like, I can just sit here and make shit up constantly, but make clickbait. Like, the title of that video would...
No, Phil. See, he has a reason why he's saying what he's saying. This isn't just clickbait. He has a reason for it, and you haven't even really watched the fucking video to see what his reasoning is or to hear it. You're just, oh, he's lying. It's not hard to lie. Da 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 da. No, Phil. Maybe if you watch the fucking video, you'll hear why he's saying it and why it's his theory.
be what will happen the night before the election. Not my speculation, my wild, inaccurate, crazy prediction. It'll be what will actually happen the night before the election, right? Or what will actually happen with Bitcoin in the next 5 years. Watch here to learn, right? And that's what I would
I
say.
mean, we're not talking about
And that would be
Bitcoin.
my clickbait video.
Using that as a stupid example because he
This is
Jesus
terrible.
Christ, Phil.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom Explain. No, it's not. You didn't explain anything. You're an idiot.
You haven't watched even 25% of the video, so you don't know. Plus, people usually wait till the middle or the end of the video to tie it all together and say this is why. They're not going to give it to you in the beginning, because then what's the point of the whole fucking video, 12-minute video? Like, come on, Phil. I get it. You're retarded. I understand, Phil. The rest of us aren't retarded.
You know,
Stay in the slow lane, keep your crash helmet on, and keep sucking on the fucking lollipop.
Much as I try not to use that word, I have to agree with you. He is so good.
Yeah.
So he is, and you know that's saying something if I'm actually using that word. But holy,
He has no imagination. As someone who claims to have read comic books, he has no imagination.
He has none.
No
What a fucking
imagination, no
idiot.
self-awareness.
You're a fucking joke. You made shit up.
Yeah,
you
he's
talked out of your
freaking about-
bunghole.
Yes, he's such a joke. That's why he has 168K views on that video in 7 days, and you can't even get that on a video. Like, I love it. I love it, Phil, when you sit there and talk all this shit, and you don't get anywhere near what these people are getting for their videos. Like, and you're known, and you don't get anywhere near what these people are getting for their viewership. They're not begging their audience to give them money. They're not sitting there bitching about every single little thing that comes their way. They're putting out content. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if this guy is right or wrong. He's putting out content. People watch it. They either agree with it or disagree with it. They have a conversation about it. And guess what? He's going to put out another video on something else in the MCU.
Yeah, or if this is confirmed, or whatever's confirmed about this role.
It's like, so, Phil, I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is why I think. I mean, I can do that, but I'll say that for a video game. Some people, they want to be entertainment. They want to be entertainers. They want to get into that extra. And this is their way into that medium without actually being in it.
Sometimes the fun of it is like trying to guess what's gonna happen. Like a movie, you know, I just like you see certain scenes, you're like, oh, maybe this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen.
Like
You want
people
to,
do with
you want
comic
to
books.
guess.
We do with comic books.
You know why videos like this are good? It fosters a sense of community and the willingness to want to actually converse with other people on the subject.
Yeah.
You're going to have some salty assholes like Phil in the comments, but for the most part, I bet you that video has like, oh gee, I wonder if this is going to happen, or hey, it could be X, Y, or Z, or 1, 2, 3. You know.
Yeah, like
his own community,
like
so
one of
he can't begin to fathom it being something other people can have.
Yeah, I mean, again,
exactly,
this
Ramen.
video,
It doesn't have to be 100%. It just starts a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, this video alone, I saw this video and I brought it up to my comic book friends, and we have discussions about it.
Yeah,
we give our own theories. We do our own theories. Our own what ifs. Like, oh, what if it's this version or that version, or this comic line, or this video game, or this cartoon version? You know,
look at the Star Wars and how numerous people are like, this is going to be the new Force power, or if this is this finally going to be revealed of why this person is more powerful than this person. Or this and that. Like, it's just a discussion. It doesn't matter if it's a clickbait title or not. It's a discussion. It'd be like if myself and a couple of other Gundam heads, we get in here and we just start talking about mobile suits. And we're talking about what's the strongest mobile suit in the mobile suit universe. And we're just sitting there, oh, well, I think it's narrative Gundam. I think it's Unicorn Gundam.
tequila. It's always tequila. The answer is always tequila.
Shit. But it's like that's the thing. It's just a discussion and nothing more. Like nobody else is taking this that goddamn serious. Some people might be like, "Yo, I can see why you would think that way," or other people like, "Nah, I think you're off key on this one. I think you're off base, and this is why I think you're off base."
Yeah,
like that's it. Or some people might just be those rude ones. They're like, "Oh man, you're just a fucking idiot." Like, okay, so be it. But that's the thing. You don't do that, Phil. You don't sit there when you hear a new game coming out. Let's say a new Street Fighter. You didn't even hypothesize a possible character or who you would like to really see and maybe see their moveset change up a little bit. You did none of that when Street Fighter 6 was announced. You did none of that when the game was coming out and more information was coming out. You didn't do any of that. Only thing I said was I hope Akuma's in it. And Akuma's in the game.
Or like try to guess the roster. Like who they're bringing in.
Yeah.
Like how we were talking Guilty Gear. Where's Jam?
Still waiting on Jam. Still waiting on Jam. We got Dizzy, but we ain't got Jam. How you give me Dizzy and no Jam?
Yeah.
The thing about Phil is that he needs to be right every single time. He doesn't want to risk being debated or somehow pointed out why he might be wrong and or proven he is wrong when he's proven to be wrong.
Yeah. Another one is DBZ with power-ups, techniques, and transformations. Exactly. Power scaling is a good example for this. Most of the time it's going to boil down to popularity contest, but a conversation is why a person beats. Yeah, exactly. Like, what was the biggest one? Why certain, like, and I know I've had this conversation a lot of times on stream before. I don't think I've had it with a lot of you guys here now. No, Mal might be. Mal and Soul might be the only two. And that was when we were sitting there talking about why certain anime characters wouldn't do well in another anime character's universe or world because of A, B, C, and D. And we've had that discussion numerous times of why certain characters just would not work.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just a conversation piece. It's like it doesn't matter who is right or wrong in the conversation. We say this character would not work here or this character would work here. Here's our reasoning, here's our facts, and then that's it. You know, we discuss it and then we go on. But Phil is the ultimate consumer. I just want to consume the product. I don't want to know anything about the product. I don't want to know the inner workings of the product. I just want product. So there's no fun to be had.
For 12 minutes. There are alternate versions of Tony Stark in the Marvel Universe from What If, and there's another one too that have interactions with Doctor Doom. There's even a plot line, listen to this, where Doctor Doom swaps bodies with Tony Stark.
And Lex Luthor swapped bodies with the Flash, your fucking point.
Yes, there's an actual plot line where Doctor Doom body jumps to Tony Stark's body and pretends to be Tony Stark.
Yeah.
That's
Could
been a
that
trope
be what this is?
Forever.
Yes. Does this guy know that's what it is? No, no one does. You didn't write it, you don't know. Stop making clickbait, you incredible ass.
Like a few seconds of this somewhere else and noped out of it, and now I know why I was right noping out of this, because...
Yeah. Because, remember, as we said before, he's the smartest man in the room of one. And he wants his word to be law. What I say goes, that's it, nothing else. And it's like, dude, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, I'm going to take a very small break to use the bathroom. I have to pee. Okay? And then
Is that the topic of the video was Doctor Doom.
I hate to keep saying it.
No one
If you
mentioned
like the
Tony
React stuff,
Stark.
please support it. We haven't had
It's
any
just the actor
contributions in about
coming
2
back to play
hours.
Doctor
We haven't had
Doom
a
that we
single
know
tip
him as Tony
during the
Stark.
stream.
Yeah,
So,
and then right here, I want you to listen to this again. He did all that bitching and acting like he's high and mighty, and then look what he
I'm going to
follows
take a
up
very
with.
small break to use the bathroom. I have to pee. Okay? And then we'll be back. Guys, if, again, I hate to keep saying it. If you like the React stuff, please support it.
Yeah, I hate to keep saying it. If you like the React stuff, please support it. Like, this is This is why nobody cares for your shit, Phil, because this is what they keep. This is why normal people don't stay for your content, because that's what they hear. You sitting there demanding money of your audience for just simply existing online. I don't ask anything of my audience, but hey, just come and chill out. And then I have Nightbot to tell people, hey, if you like it and you're new here, they could possibly give a sub, and I should add on there, give a like to the stream. Let Nightbot take care of the tedious stuff. I don't need to keep saying it. That's what Nightbot is for. You have the tools in your tool belt, and you were not utilizing your tools.
But he does have Nightbot. Remember, that's the most active.
Oh yeah, I know. What I mean by that is he's Nightbot. Like when he sits there and talks about donations, and it's like, dude, Nightbot says this for you. You have it say it like 3 fucking times in a 5-minute period. But then you still turn around and say it because nobody's fucking giving you money. If people give you money after you start asking and begging for the money, that means that's what they're there for. They want to see you grovel and beg just so they can say, hey man, here, just take my pity bucks. Take my bucks. Like, that's all you're worth, is a couple of bucks.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had any contributions in about 2 hours. We haven't had a single tip during the stream. So, yeah, it's disheartening.
Disheartening, Phil. They are not obligated to give you money. I keep saying this. No one is obligated to give you money. They don't have to give it to you. 200 subs, nice, gets a furry avatar.
Tips and contributions to him as an adult are what the Wolverine doll was to him as a kid.
Yeah,
that's
like
all it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, and he wants that instant gratification.
And he bitches about the younger kids. Mr. Hips help now.
Yep.
Phil. You deserve a repeated kicks to the balls until you vomit up your testicles. That's what you deserve, motherfucker.
Daily tides are mandatory. Exactly. Like, as I say, he wants a king's ransom every day. Every day. He wants his tribute. Doesn't matter he didn't do anything to earn it. He just wants tribute. Give me money because I am here. That's not how this works. I'm sorry, Phil. You're not a titty streamer. You're not sitting there in that bikini riding a fucking pickle Rick, signing people's names to it and shit. You're not doing anything of note that would be like, man, I really want to help. I want to really give my money to this guy. You're no Dr. Disrespect. You're no Maximilian Dude. You're no Justin Wong. You're no Daigo. You're no insert whatever other fucking name you want to insert here. You're not those people. Like, you're not the type that can just roll up on a stream and then people just start giving you fucking contribution after contribution after contribution, and you haven't even said hello yet. 500 subs, Ice gets a cat girl avatar. God damn it.
This React stuff. I'm giving you a lot more of it this month, by the way. There's going to be the Review Tech React. There's going to be my own documentary React. I want to know that you guys want this content.
Phil, they're there. That should be good enough. They are there. They are not here to pay your way through life. I'm sorry, Phil. Not sorry. You have to fucking work for it. You got to actually put yourself to the grindstone. Just sitting here doing what I'm doing is not work to me. This is a hobby. I enjoy doing this hobby. That's all this is. I have a job I go to. Even if I was in your shoes, I would be doing a lot more to ensure that my fan base is entertained by the work I am putting out. I'd make sure my gameplays are as fun as humanly possible. I'm not saying they're going to be the best in the world, but I'm going to make sure they're entertaining, that people can get a laugh out of it and a chuckle and point and say, man, that was really dumb what you did. I'm like, yeah, that was fucking stupid. As I've said numerous times, just play a character. There's nothing wrong playing a character. But you say 100% Phil, no bullshit. Well, guess what? Where has that gotten you, Phil? You went backwards. You didn't go forwards, you went backwards. You were getting numbers of people who were just starting out on YouTube. That's bad. And you sit there and gloat that I've been here for 16 fucking years, man. You know, I think fans really like what I get and what I give. It's like, no, they don't, Phil, because if they did, your numbers would reflect that. Your numbers don't reflect the audience likes what you're doing. If they liked what you're doing, you'd have thousands of viewers. You'd have thousands of viewership on your videos. You have none of that. So no, the people don't like what you're doing, and then you turn around and double and triple and quadruple dip on your fans. You are getting those same money from the same amount of fucking people. It's not like you have 200 people giving you different amounts of money. It's the same 4 people. We always see the same 4 fucking names popping up, giving you $30, $20, $50, $100. It never changes. And 2 of them, they're OIC. The one person you jumped on, where you outed them stating you knew it was them because of the email, they sat there and said in your chat, I'm sorry, Phil. I wanted to make it look like more people were contributing than what it was. That's bad. No viewer should ever have to do that. Whether you like Phil or not, that is not the way to treat your audience. No audience member should ever feel like they need to make an alternate account to give you money to make it look like there's more people stepping up, as you want to put it, than there is. That says a lot about you, and that says a lot about your audience. And we hear the same story from any audience member that breaks Pignosis. Hey, I actually thought I was helping the guy. The guy was always saying he needed help, and I thought I was legitimately helping him.
Yeah.
I'll be generous. After the first month, and you don't see a difference in this person that you've been helping, that should have been your fucking wake-up call. I'm going to give you a month. And that's, like I said, that's being generous. After that, nah, that's the person. That is who they are. If I ever did anything or with donations or anything like that, it's only going to be for 2 reasons, Phil. PC upgrades, and that's if I have a large enough fan base that I can actually do that and not feel bad about it. And 2, if I'm doing it for a charity of my choice, which mine will be for Wildlife for Wolves. That will be my charity of choice.
Yeah. Oh, but you know, that's bad.
Yeah, to Phil, that's bad, you know, and it's just like, Phil, that's not bad because you're bringing awareness to that charity. Yes, are you going to get some brownie points from it? Sure. Sure.
Get this. Okay, St. Jude is a research hospital for children's cancers and other life-altering and life-threatening diseases. They partner with every May. They do a where certain tiers get you, like the streamer, like a T-shirt or a backpack or something.
Yeah.
In that 1 month of May, they make, what was it, like, I want to say over 50% of their yearly because they don't take corporate. Well, I don't know. I should say I don't think they take corporate. It's all private contributions. That's what their money, comes from, is private citizens. And,
yeah.
That's fun. St. Jude makes for half of their yearly needed fund for the year. And if it wasn't for the fact that we were putting ourselves out, I don't want to say putting ourselves out there because that makes it sound bad, but you know what I mean, getting out there and making the cause known and everything, how Dr. Lupo, who's a big streamer, every year he makes millions for them just because
Yeah.
he's that big of a streamer. I think like last year he raised over $1 million by himself. You
Yeah,
know, but oh yeah, tell us how that's bad, Phil.
yeah, because
know?
oh, well, he's still benefiting from it. Who cares? It's still going for a good cause. He's not being underhanded about it. Again, Phil wants to be that guy. He wants to be the moral authority that everyone's like, bow down to Phil. Phil, you're right. I'm so sorry.
He says that it's a temptation for people to do nefarious things with the money they raise. You can't. We do it through Tiltify.
Yeah, it goes. It doesn't touch our hands. It goes straight to them.
So I don't know what the fuck he's all on about, but you know, he doesn't see that as a good thing. He sees it as money that's not in his own bank account.
And that's because he's dishonest. So a dishonest person's always going to think everyone else is dishonest. That's Phil. He's so dishonest that everyone else has to be dishonest just like him.
All right. So please support the channel. You know, maybe you don't want the content. I don't know what else to say. I like this stuff. You guys say.
If you like it, then just fucking do it and don't give a shit if your audience likes it or not. It's the end of the story. End the story right there. Either they like it or they don't. You don't need to sit here and be like, well, I'm making the content. I don't know, guys. What's going on here? Doesn't matter. If you enjoy it, just do it.
He's like Rihanna, but instead of putting a ring on it, it's put a buck in it. And if you see the empty wallet, put a buck in it or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, exactly, Ramen. DSP being moral authority is always funny because it is. It really fucking is.
Tell me you like the variety, but I've noticed now a pattern in the past couple of weeks that it's kind of getting, you know, really slow on this stream, and I don't know why. NSX for the $10 tip. I really do appreciate it. Things were really fucking slow today. The earlier stream, and now tonight, like, I don't know why. Today was just a real slow day. So I do appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. M5,
Oh yeah, it's
NSX.
Phoenix
That's
right.
a good tip to help me out here tonight. Thank you.
I'm not very familiar with their game.
So if you could support, please do. Again, my goal is $50.
Again, your goal is not your audience's goal. Okay, they're not here to worship the ground you walk on. Like, they don't have to give you money, Phil. And I'm always gonna mention it. Every time you mention it, I'm gonna mention it. Because that's not right. That to me is more slimy than anything any person raising money for charity could ever do. Because you are the charity. They're not given to St. Jude. They're not given to Red Cross. They're not given to feed the hungry, clothe the homeless, and all that. No, it is going straight to you, to your pocket, to fucking DoorDash and Sweaty Man JPEGs. At least I know when I'm donating to a cause, my money's doing something. Like, I donated to building wells in Africa, Phil. Was I expecting anything out of it? No. But I did it. Hey, help out. Somebody in the world always needs help. And if I can help them, why not? Yeah, $150, go cut some grass. Exactly. Yeah, imagine having the balls to tell your audience you expect to hit the tips goal every stream. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, that is not... That would be like if I came on here and said, all right, guys, I'm trying to raise some money because there is a... I'm just going to use what we talked about earlier. There is a graphics card I'd like to get. Its price is $630. Here's the graphics card. Here's the link to the graphics cards. You can see what it is. Da, 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 da. This is what I'm trying to get. Any money I get donated, it's going straight to this so I can purchase that card. Okay. That does not mean the chat has to empty their coffers so I can reach this goal. It doesn't mean I have to hit that goal right then and there. That goal could sit there for a whole year and then finally hit it. That's fine. You're like, no, give me $100 a day, you fucking plebs. Like, $50 a stream is my goal. You guys know this. You are not putting out a product they have to purchase. This is free entertainment, as you like to put it out there and say that shit, but then you turn around and say this.
Thanks. I'm just gonna go use the restroom and then I'll be right back and we'll continue. So yeah, as you guys can see.
And then even more, you're disingenuous is because you will pause the video, so that's not in the stream. So that's even worse, Phil. Because now you're trying to hide your misdeeds. You're trying to hide demanding money from your audience. And that's even worse. I'd rather a person just straight up like, look, guys, just give me the money. I don't care about anything else. Just give me the money. No, you try to hide that shit so it's not in your VOD. And you sit there and say, well, I cut down on the begging. I can't fucking tell it. Go ahead, Heather. I'm sorry.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh. Like, just be honest with this shit.
Well, not only that, with the people that he's asking for help, if they give him so much as an idea that he doesn't like, oh, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Get out of my channel.
The modem. The modem was the thing. When people last night were sitting there telling him repeatedly, Phil, restart the modem. Phil, restart the modem. And he's sitting there calling them fucking idiots for it. And then he restarts the modem, and then what does he do? The same thing he always does. He wants to get on the stream the next day. I just want to apologize for getting angry and snappy at people and calling you names and you were trying to help me. And it's like, nah, fuck that, because you do it every single time. If you just did it once, okay, you know what? I understand. I've blown up at people in the heat of the moment. I understand. But you do it every single time, and then you don't even have enough I can't even think of the fucking word, to sit there and apologize right then and there after. No, you wait till the following day and then apologize. When people can go back to that video.
That he talks to you on Discord, tell him, Phil, you either got to apologize or you ruined yourself a hell of a lot more than you realize.
Exactly.
Sadly, this was one of the worst react streams I've ever done. I don't know why. Nothing has changed.
There's your problem. Nothing has changed. For one, you don't watch the majority of the fucking videos that people have paid you to watch. See, this is the other thing, Phil. You sit there and this is where we get into that double and triple dipping. People that have the highest membership have already paid you for the month for this react. They've paid you for the entire month for this react. So you got the $20 from all of those people who have that. So you've been paid for these reacts. And then after they've given you the $20 a month, you turn around and then demand $50 more from them on this stream that has already been paid for by those individuals. And it's also been paid for by the people that paid the $5 or $6 version. So again, you have been paid. This whole DSP versus the fucking internet bullshit that you're running around with has already been bought and paid for the entire fucking month. But then you turn around and ask those same people to give you more money when this shit has already been paid for. All expenses paid. Then when you sit there and be like, hey guys, I want to at least hit the second tier goal because I'm not going to have a late stream tonight. So I'd like to hit the $100 because I got to do the reacts. Then you already got your money. Slayer pays you $50 a fucking month to do his goddamn reacts to goddamn whatever K-pop singers and Singaporean propaganda and police brutality or whatever the fuck else it is he wants you to react to. You've already been paid for that night. It's already bought and paid for. Right there again shows how fucking greedy you are. That this shit is paid for and you turn around and still demand more money. Double and triple dipping on your same fucking audience. And it is sad that your audience is full of mentally challenged, because Heather doesn't like the word, so I'm being nice, mentally challenged individuals who cannot really think for themselves, and those who are really fucking gullible. And these are the people you prey upon. And these are the people that stumble or crazy wheel their way into your stream, Jay, and you are now their champion. And they then bought into your bullshit hook, line, and sinker to the point, as I said, you want to be on a gouty-ridden island with wheelchairs surrounding you with the bullets pinging off of them and not you. That is downright fucking sickening to me. Because I have seen people like you. I have dealt with people like you. You were abusing your chat financially, emotionally, and you were able to get away with it. And as I said before, when Shinko sat there and wondered why nobody's fucking really looking into you, is because everyone knows you're the scum of the fucking internet, so those who are in a higher position don't bother looking at you. Because they don't want to know how deep your rabbit hole goes, because it's not like you just messing with one person that's been here for 5 years and you only got 5 years worth of content to look back at to see their wrongdoing. You got 16 years of content of wrongdoing to go over, and nobody besides the detractors are out of their goddamn mind enough to go through 16 years of content just to find out who the fuck you really are. I'm sorry. Moist Critical gave his piece. He's not going to dig into this shit because it's not that deep. The Quartering did that shit to smack Rich in the fucking mouth with his dick, and the shit worked. And then he got fucking blasted all over the internet by not only his own fan base, the detractor community, because it's like, dude, that shit was so fucking weak. What the fuck were you thinking? That he had to latch on to the tits of fucking Umbrella Guy, Nick Rekieta, Yellow Flash, Raging Golden Eagle, and all them fucking dudes just so people get wash the taste of Phil's interview out of his mouth and out of their mouths. And you even admitted that interview with the Quartering that it fucked him. So even you knew that interview was bullshit. Just for him to turn around and say, yeah, there was a bunch of questions I couldn't ask. Phil said you can't ask this. Nobody's going to suck your dick just because you exist. I mean, yeah, the Kino Casino guys are sucking your dick right now because that's what the fuck they do. They're shitlords. They're going to do what they need to do for a cheap laugh. And your ass fucking walked straight into that bitch. They saw a mark a mile a fucking way. They pegged your ass, and now they got you. And guess what? They got you bringing back up the monitor king. Not the king of hate, but king. So they bought you a fucking crown. You don't even realize you're being fucking played. And that's why I'm just going to sit here and laugh. The more you get played, the more I'm going to fucking laugh. Because you deserve it. Now, as a person that believes in the Almighty, am I supposed to be like that? No, I'm not. But I'm still gonna fucking laugh at you, Phil. As I said, you want to sit there and say, oh, well, Rich got to point at him, and he's like, oh, no, he can't be looking at me. No, Phil. That's because Rich's fucking closet fell open, and skeletons started falling out, and he can't put them back. Your closet's always been open. The skeletons have been laying there on the floor, and the detractors are the only ones who gave enough fucks to start pulling the skeletons out and reading the goddamn scrolls to see what was said on them. Be glad your detractors don't really have any type of power like other people. Because then you'd really be fucked. Yeah, plowing the king. So in tips, let's do a bit of math. 50 per stream is 100. 100 times 6 days a week is 600. Now do 60 times 4 is 2,400 a month. Yeah, 7,400 a month. Yeah, add on to his YouTube check. That's what I'm saying. This dude makes money. He makes money, but he's still broke. That's what I'm saying. Think about that. Let that sink in. How does this dude make almost 10 grand a month? Or 7 to 10 grand a month and still be broke? Even with all his bills, there is no humanly possible way to still be broke making 7 to 10 grand a month. It's impossible unless you got one hell of an addiction. Like it's
I think it's in a way they know, like it's really happening. They just don't really care and keep giving him money just to.
Yeah, I mean, you have those that are like that. You have that, but like I said, because he's their champion, it doesn't matter what he does.
And that's sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying, and that's really fucking sad if you champion this dude. Like you really need to get your life fucking straight.
Yeah, I mean, and then let's look at. We can go as soon as Arkham edits. This dude literally had a 15-year-old, a minor, doing work for him and not paying him, not offering him anything, not, shouting him out in the chat, none of that shit. The moment Arkham decided, hey man, you mind just tossing like a couple of bucks my way? Not even a lot. 15 bucks, negotiable.
I wish I could find that comment someone said.
And Phil turns around and says, oh, you're a troll, get lost. All
I'm
because
glad you brought up the money, because on the missing tire, actually.
Yeah,
Well, I knew what I should say.
Yeah, the tire. Oh, I had to pay $600.
Well, here's the thing.
$600 for what?
Tire got repossessed. Because you could rent a tire and rim. And if you didn't pay the bill for it, they can legally come to that parking lot and repossess the wheel.
I mean,
it's stupid, but it's not like something Phil would do to try and save money.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't say he's above it. I was gonna say he's not above it.
I'm sorry. I mean, just.
There's rent
No,
tire.
I agree with you, Heather. It sounds stupid, but
I
it
didn't
is
even
a
know
thing.
something like that existed.
It does.
It does. Into it.
That's crazy.
Rent a tire.
doesn't-
It's
Yeah,
a
rent a
thing.
tire, and you can rent rims too. And the way Phil wants to try and save money on everything, I honestly believe they might have repossessed his rim. Tire.
Yeah,
he
they
never
don't
paid for it.
play.
Yeah.
Like their
Oh,
interest rates are ridiculous, and
And they're legally allowed. If your car is in a public parking area, they can legally come, jack up your car, and take it.
Jesus.
because that's what you signed in the agreement.
I didn't know that was a
The
thing.
only thing they can't do is if your car's in an enclosed place at your house, like in a garage, they can't break into it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you're
they
out
can't
in
do
your
a
parking
B&E.
in your driveway, it's pretty much the same laws as being able to repo the whole car.
Yeah.
No,
And I'm thinking like it makes a lot of
So,
sense if you think about
hopefully this
that.
doesn't become a
He
running
never
pattern.
contacted the
I
police or
planned
something like
so
that,
much
and
extra
everything like that.
content for you guys.
It kind of
Like I
fills
said,
in the
including
blanks for
review
all
tech
the little
review,
nuances that a lot of things that don't make sense. If you think about the tire got repossessed.
Well, I think
the rim.
I think I have the name right, and I want to say Broside Phil actually contacted the Renton police on one of them.
Co-op.
Yeah, he did.
response.
He contacted
Kino
the
Casino
Renton
guys,
police on when he was
responding
having
to my own
letters,
documentary, plus the weekly
threatening
show.
email sent to him.
So hopefully,
and on
this is
the,
not a pattern.
the thing where
I hope,
Phil said the
alright?
police said they only deal with human trafficking, otherwise he has to contact the FBI. It's like, I think you got that backwards.
And in every letter,
Human trafficking and the police harassment, but okay.
and in every letter he sent to the detective,
Yeah.
he said, "I'm an internet gamer. I'm a gamer."
Yeah, and right there, people are just gonna tune the fuck out.
Did
The
whole
game you're trying to see the pig fly.
content
Someone
streamer who's on.
Yeah, I sent you a link to that stream too.
Waiting in the wings.
You might have missed
Wait,
it, but I
this
sent it
is-
earlier
This year,
in the galley like a while
to do
ago.
something.
Wait, so we know about this. This seems like the same
Okay.
video.
1.2 NVMe PCIe Gen 4.
Oh,
At
there's
least
some
yes,
reading
those
off the
specs are
specs.
really good. Different than what it was originally going to be. All right.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, Heather. Hope to
So,
see you more.
tomorrow's main
Oh,
stream-
Heather, before you go,
Around-
before you go, I
Yes,
said it before. I'll say it again. Pretty soon here, I'll be doing my first playthrough ever of KOTOR because I've never played it.
Yeah. Let me know closer when you're going to do that, because I would love to help guide you through that.
At Knights of the Old Republic. I'm afraid Broside might go to
The,
Renton
the
and
other
hurt Phil.
is the Old Republic. The
Yeah,
game-
Knights of the Old Republic, thank
Single
you.
player of the Knights of the Old Republic.
The single player, the
Okay.
one that's
cool.
by BioWare. I think it's BioWare that made it.
With you, I'll
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I'm actually excited because I've always heard good things about it. So I'm really curious to try it out. And I have 1 and 2.
They're like him, I think.
Mhm.
Is waiting for this
And I'll,
PC to be
I'll hop
delivered.
in chat, keep you company at night. I don't remember anything, so don't worry about spoilers. It's been a
Oh,
few years since
that's
I played
fine.
it.
I wouldn't.
Alright.
Unlike Phil, I'm not gonna bitch about spoilers. The game came out since the original Xbox. If I bitch about spoilers now, I only got my own fault, my own self to blame now.
2001? 2000?
Yeah,
Really? Really?
yeah.
Some
It's a
around that
old
time,
game.
yeah, it was early 2000s, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an old game.
In the meantime, I will play some
Yeah,
Street
well, I
Fighter
look
6 on
forward to
PS5.
watching it.
So we'll kill time with Street Fighter 6, waiting
Maybe
for
I'll
the PC.
maybe I'll install it on my computer and play
So-
along with you or something.
Here's his computer. It's not a bad looking machine. It's pretty good.
It-
Definitely has a
building's
look. I
pretty
mean,
good.
I don't like the color white myself,
Yeah,
but
same.
but it is what it is. But it's the fact that, as I said earlier, his stories did not add up. That's why I think he got this himself, because his stories just did not add up.
Yeah. Alright, good night guys.
Night. And then it says right there, Black Myth Wukong.
If someone gave me a PC, I wouldn't care what color it was.
I'm
Oh, I
very
can't wait
picky
for that
about my
to be-
colors.
I would just say if I got it for free, I wouldn't be that picky.
I mean, if I
complain
got it for
about
free,
but
it'd
I
be
would not
whatever,
complain.
yeah.
Like, there's a difference between not liking the color and being being an asshole about getting something from it.
Yeah. Mr. Brunel, we've come to reclaim the tire. Shit.
Mr. Burnell would come for the tire.
Exactly. Biggest problem is motherboard. Yeah, the motherboard positioning is like,
See, I think the design of it is
Here's the
kind of
thing,
unique.
Who cares what my
but-
detractors say?
Well, that was what I was saying earlier. Like, I
Oh,
saw
here
that
we-
fucking Super Star Destroyer computer, and that shit was banging.
Here we go again with this shit.
Oh, he's always gonna complain.
Or your detractors are saying you bought the PC. Let them say whatever they want. It doesn't matter.
Because you care.
Right? Even if I bought it, it wouldn't matter.
man.
Like right there, yes, it matters because your narrative of not having money or credit is completely destroyed. Exactly. Not only that, it just shows that, like I said earlier, it just shows that either way we look at this, his scam works. Let's say a fan actually did buy this PC for him, then the scam worked. And if he did buy it
Can I point out
himself,
something else?
if he did buy it himself, the scam still worked because they're giving him the money back for it. Yeah, go for it.
Let's just say, for example, that he did get it from a fan. Okay, so some dumbass, I'm sorry, that's the only way I can put it, spent over, with shipping and everything, probably over $2,500 for you to play games on a PC. Just assume that for just a minute.
And then told him to buy
Then you
Street
waste-
Fighter 6.
Then you wasted $100 again on a game that probably by the time the next fighting game comes out, you're not going to play again. Or you could wait for it to go on sale on Steam, which a lot of games, even new ones, go on sale a lot on Steam. And then you're looking at the stages, look at all this, because there's no in hell you're going to mod that game, Phil, because you don't understand how to.
Exactly.
And then he was like spending the entire time looking at the list of all his games he has on Steam, and you know none of those he's going to touch again.
Exactly.
Because I swear to God, if he touches Chrono Trigger again, I'm going to lose my mind.
So
Yeah,
what's-
game
what are
he
they
bought.
arguing
He
about?
bought Street
All they're
Fighter 6 on
arguing,
every
he's being
platform now.
dishonest. Who cares? It doesn't matter if I bought it or
With
not.
all the
I didn't buy
content.
it.
That's the thing
but
I
it
don't
doesn't matter
understand.
if I bought it or not.
Yep.
I'm pretty much to the point where I'm financially.
Phil, if it
Like,
didn't
fine, if
bother
you-
you,
like, if you
if
want
it
to
truly didn't bother you that people are saying you bought it, you wouldn't even bother mentioning it. You just go on about your business. It's like whatever.
If he was going to, if he said he was going to compare the 3 versions of the game, just to say, "Oh, I tried all 3 versions, and this is what I found out." Okay, just for
I'd be okay
making
with
part
that.
of the chat a little bit. But to buy the collector's edition for all 3,
It makes no sense.
no, because you can buy the standard for all 3, find the one you like, and then get the add-on for that one, and save
Yeah.
yourself like $200. I'm guessing how much. I really don't know.
No, I know what you mean.
Actually destitute, it sucks. So it is what it is. If you're dumb and you don't believe anything I say, then you're always going to say what I said is a lie. Good for you. Sit and spin on a cactus. I don't give a fuck about you, right? I'm
Yes,
happy.
you do.
I'm getting something amazing gifted to me
This
tomorrow.
conversation
Sick of-
says
sick of-
otherwise,
sick of
Phil.
that
To directly benefit all streams
Sick of
moving
that
forward.
shit, man.
All
Again, as I said earlier in this stream, how is it benefiting the streams? How is it benefiting the streams? What are you doing that is going to be such a benefit that buying this fucking PC is just going to boost your content 1,000-fold? Because I've already seen you use it. I've seen you play Street Beggar 6 on it. I've seen a little bit of you playing Snordu Valley on it, and I'm still seeing the same fucking gameplay. I'm still seeing everything functioning exactly the fucking same. Nothing has changed. So how is your content better? Right now, I'm not seeing it better. It's the same. It still runs the same.
Here's Phil's what understanding. I'll take Street Fighter 6 again for an example. I know it. I'll go back to the gameplay. The game itself may run better or respond better. I can't argue that because I don't play it on the PC. So that's not the point. But his reaction to when things happen and his attitude towards everything is still exactly the same. Nothing in the long run has changed, whether he's playing PC, Xbox, PS5, whatever. So his entire point is invalid from the get-go.
Yeah, it is.
gameplay quality will be improved. No input lag, better visuals, everything more responsive.
Again,
top of the
Bill,
line
it's
stuff,
great that you can
right?
play the game at 4K.
This is so cool.
But the people that watch you probably can only the best highest
I'll be
quality they can
honest,
watch it is
I
1080p.
don't really care about the looks of
So
this
what
PC.
is your
You're
point?
gonna see when it shows up. You're like, what the hell is that?
Exactly.
And I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's a weird PC.
How the fuck is it weird?
I mean, I've seen worse designs,
Like
but
legit question.
This guy, he picked me a weird one, but it's gonna be so
he-
powerful.
well,
weird
that makes
one.
I don't
sense
care
'cause
what
you're
it
a
looks
weird
like,
person,
right? You look like a big turd for all I care. If it runs games high end, who gives a shit?
Of course.
Right? But it's
Of
not.
course.
Oh yes, it's got to be a turd.
Very
Always
impressive,
the turd.
supposedly.
Hey, he's still fucking doing
Oh my
it.
god, he's drinking
Oh, I have a
sperm.
turd.
So tomorrow's gonna be interesting. All
Well,
right.
yeah,
So guys, by the way, we went late. I want to do quick shout outs.
That's
We gotta get
splice.
ready to adjourn the
That one
show.
coming.
What sucks now is so this was an amazing podcast with this announcement, right? It blew your mind as much as it's blown mine. I never expected this. This is all wild stuff. Okay.
No,
I'm gonna-
actually,
I was
no,
about to say
no.
something, but it would get Ice in trouble.
Oh no, go ahead. Fuck it.
No, another type of blow on your mind.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Phil, blow your own mind in Minecraft.
This obviously it means
Yeah.
the majority of games I'm playing will be on PC moving forward.
But I thought PC was a dying breed. I thought nobody played games on PC anymore.
Yeah, remember everybody.
Why are we
cheats
getting a
on
PC
it.
now, Phil? Why? Why?
remember-
Why?
Xbox and Game Pass was supposed to save the channel.
Yep. Everything else is supposed to save the channel.
I know I just said, but remember, he says everybody on PC cheats.
Exactly.
They all have hacks and,
And
shit.
yeah, so by the way, it's just
Yep.
for PC gaming. I'm not using this for capturing and streaming.
Just for PC
I still have
gaming.
plans eventually to migrate from my old PC to my wife's PC, and that will be a dedicated PC
Wait till he
for just
can't
capturing and
figure out the
streaming. I will not play
settings.
games on it. That will
Like
be the
he
capture
did with
stream PC,
Rage.
and this new monster.
So again, though, you already bitching about the heat in your office now. That bitching is going to go up tenfold for the simple fact that a 2 PC setup is so goddamn hot. Because now you're having the heat from both PCs in one concentrated place. Phil, I'm going to tell you this right now. You might want to get yourself a fucking Dyson fan. Yes, I know I said an actual fucking name. You want to get a Dyson fan and let it blow on one of those PCs, or buy 2 of them and let it blow on both of them. Because that's going to be a lot of fucking heat. Your room is going to become a huge ass hot box.
You are. It's about the heat. What's in there?
But he probably cleared his throat a lot, didn't he?
Probably.
Rig will be my gaming PC. Okay? This is what we've wanted forever. This is what we talked about ages ago. That most streamers who do high-end gaming have two PCs.
You're a fucking
well, I'm finally
dumbass,
gonna
dude,
have that.
because you said before,
How cool is that,
I
right?
will never touch PC gaming.
Phil's a scam artist. There's still this back here.
And I
it's
think he
still
called a
in
bunch
the back
of
of my neck,
them
the
a
back
bunch
of my
of
head, the
slurs and
back
shit
of my
when he was
mind,
saying
and
it
it's
too.
always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it.
I love it.
I love
It's
it.
a mobile game addict.
He's a mobile game addict.
And like I said before, like, he's always going to protect WWE champions. He's always going to protect that because for whatever reason. Now this side, the rip the headset. This is the only thing I'm interested in. Okay.
What in the holy hell is Summer Samba Slam? Look at that.
I mean, it's kind of showing you.
Slam. This is plugged in. I don't know what's going on. Did a cord pop out over there? I guess we'll find out.
Keyword pop out over there?
This is on. It should be working, but it's not. Unless my audio's all the way down. Nope.
Not.
So this is not good. Now I got to figure out what's going on. Great. That's what I want to do. I got to follow all the cables.
Headset. I guess he liked that headset because it reminded him of a toilet seat.
Yep.
It's on. It has power.
Home of his birth.
Come back, Phil.
Still making noise. When I click around
Yeah, I
on
stopped watching at this point. Like, this is too dull even for me.
You'll get audio through HDMI. I'll just get audio through the headphone jack.
Okay, so what's we need a song for that. You know, I don't feel like pulling up a song right now. I'll do it later. But that's just
how I
funny.
use my Xbox.
So your toilet seat died. And now we're just sitting
No, it
here.
wasn't the toilet seat. I think it was the connector device. I forget what it's called.
This
Phil, we gonna say
apparently
something?
just died. Which is weird because it's still on. It still shows as being on and everything. So I don't
Back
know
that
how
up.
it's dead.
Back it up.
I have that. Yeah, back it up. I have one just like that.
Which is weird. This
the
this
toilet seat
apparently just
headset?
died.
No, that box.
That is a mixer for an Astro A40 headset.
Yeah, this time.
And because it's red, means you have nothing plugged into it.
So his headset died.
Mine, that I'm currently got plugged in, that looks just like that, Phil. My headset is actually plugged into it. And guess what? All the lights are white. So your headset plugs in the bottom of that. So right now you don't have a headset plugged into it, which is why it probably doesn't work.
Or because that damn thing sits on the floor and it probably fucking died.
Uh-uh. It probably did, but watch. I'll take a picture of it and I'll share it. And
He didn't snort or burp during the yeah, and right there, Phil fans. That should show you he doesn't give a fuck about you. That he goes on the Kino Casino, he doesn't burp, he doesn't belch, he doesn't fart, he doesn't snort, he doesn't do any of these bodily functions. But when he's on his stream,
same exact thing.
he is burping and farting and snorting and every goddamn thing else. And he's like, oh, you know, it's because
Don't
it's
come
the
at me, it's
morning
dirty.
time. No, if you have post nasal drip, it's gonna stay with you the entire day. There's medicine to help you with your post nasal drip. It's not gonna eliminate it, but it is gonna help lessen it. But Phil, what you're doing, you're not even spitting that phlegm back out. You're shoving that shit right back down your fucking gullet.
That's even worse.
Yeah, you're just putting it right back down your fucking gullet. And it's just going to go right back up and get lodged again. And you got to hack it up and snort and all that shit. Get rid of that shit, Phil. Just go ahead, spit it out, call the fucking day. Be like one of those old timely guys that's got the little tin can spit. You go, ding, and just be done with the shit. Get that shit out of you. You don't want that shit to keep coming back into your system. You're just moving fucking like mucus around.
And
Like,
if
you don't
he
want
did,
that shit settling in your stomach. That's how you can get sick. Get sick from that shit settling.
I bet you 2 to 1 if he did that too, people would be fucking gross about it too.
I mean, it would be gross, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't want that in your.
Like they probably want to like drink from it and shit.
Oh, I mean, let them. If they want to drink Phil's spit, go right ahead.
Okay.
Go right ahead. Drink that spittoon
Same
down.
exact thing he's holding up. See how they have a plug at the bottom, Phil? That's my headset.
Sorry if that grossed out anybody in chat.
That's the plug for my headset.
Damn, it
The
is
top
the exact
two,
same
one
thing.
is for power. One is for the top left is for power. The top right goes to my computer. The bottom one that you see plugged in, that is for my headset. Okay? That's how I know it
Jeez.
works.
Nerd
That's
Brew
how I know it
proved that as well. There is ways. Yeah, there are ways to
It
treat
doesn't
post
matter
nasal
to
drip.
him, I see. You're under
Oh,
his
chill out,
director's
Ice. Let me
tree, so
enjoy
he'll
my
write you
cereal.
off anyways if you told
My
him.
bad, Reed. My bad. But I'm just saying, like, for anyone that has any type of post nasal drip or any type of nasal problem, you
have a
don't want
post-nasal
that. You don't want that back in your system. Like, because think about it, when you take it down, it's only going to your stomach, and then it's gonna settle there, and you don't want that. Get it out. Get it out of your mouth. Get it out of your system. Like, just spit it out. Spit it out. Don't let it go back in. That's how you can really fuck up your stomach, and then you get sick. And then you gotta go get medicine because you done fucked up your own stomach. You made yourself sick. You wonder why your stomach's knotted up, and you got all these fucking stomach pains and stomach cramps. I wonder why.
Which is weird because it's still on. It still shows
Yeah.
it being on and everything.
Plugged in, Phil.
I don't know how it's dead. It's powered
It's
and
not
everything.
dead. Plug your headset in, you stupid fuck.
No hope.
So I don't know how it could
What's
be
wrong
dead,
with his
but apparently
Jasper
it is.
like clawed or chewed the wires or something?
Oh yeah, Reap. I need to
God,
speak
he's
to you
holding it
later
up and
too.
nothing's plugged into the bottom.
I had something I wanted to ask you later.
I hear nothing.
Your headset's not plugged into it. Yeah, because it's not plugged in.
Jasper just chewed on the wire and finally got through to something.
I think my receiver has
that
died
him
after
doing that
all
noise?
these years.
Because
of
you
Yeah, that's the
can't
clicking
use
from the
that
It's a
Xbox.
critical component that allowed me to get
Display.
audio out of things that don't.
Yeah,
do
that
dual
receiver is not a
audio out.
wireless receiver. You have to have your headset plugged into it.
So
Hold up, we got close up.
You idiot.
it looks like controller cables. Seriously, I still won't have audio.
wait,
Still won't have
wait.
audio. It doesn't even matter if my computer shows up. I still won't have audio. Seriously.
He doesn't even have a password on his phone.
He might have facial recognition.
No, not
doesn't
the
even
angle
matter
he
if my
added
computer
that.
shows up. I
Well, you'll
still
need to show someone's ass for it
won't
to
have
work.
audio.
Yeah, nope. He just slid it up. He has no protection.
Yeah, I saw the slide.
He has no password on his phone.
Yeah, he slid it too fast even if there was facial recognition.
It depends on the force in which he clears his throat and how often.
Like every fucking second he talks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he's not
Phil.
doing it with such force that he can damage his throat.
Wish he would. So he could stop
Oh
talking.
my god, Phil. I can't believe you don't have a password on your phone.
He's a thumbprint or something.
I was
Something.
gonna say that's how they got on my account and shit.
Seriously,
I'm
Like-
just being an asshole.
And he's looking
It's
at
not a
messages. He's
controller
looking at text
cable.
messages.
And it's not a controller cable, Phil. It's a 0.05 connector for your headset.
computer shows up, I still won't have audio. Seriously.
Like,
Well,
it
why
is
do you
weird.
have that? You don't even use voice chat on your phone. I mean,
Like-
on your computer. Why do you have a mixer in the first fucking place?
Like, Phil.
Or turn up now because he has his PC. He has that Steam Deck or Stream Deck.
Hey, what's up, Rev?
He's got that boomer soundboard.
Yeah,
He's gonna make
well-
a boomer soundboard.
We just found out he doesn't have a password on his phone.
Oh, no, I've been hearing it. I've been in here for time.
Jesus, Phil. Like that. See, if somebody got to your phone There's nothing to stop them from getting into anything.
Seriously, I still won't
Good
have
job,
audio.
Phil.
I'm screwed.
No, you're not.
This sucks. I need to have the headphones working in some way.
Damn it.
My question,
Where do I
Phil,
even
is
put the
why
lid?
do you have that Astro
I don't even know where I
mixer
put
if
the
you
lid.
don't use voice chat?
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I
sorry,
literally can
I'm getting
listen to
very stressed out.
Discord and play a game and have it on two different.
I'm getting very stressed
different
out right now. This
channels.
is very. Why did this have to happen
Honestly,
today
I
of all
want to
days?
wipe that down.
And I do. I need to.
I can't use
I got
monitor
Clorox
audio.
wipes
I
down
don't
here.
have a
Don't worry.
cable.
I
I'm
said,
telling
don't
you.
come for me. I know it's dirty. I've been
When I
like
plug my headphones
rearranging
into
everything
my
in the
existing
room.
streaming PC, nothing
Oh, well, I didn't
happens.
hear you
I
say
don't get
that part,
audio
my
out.
bad.
Yeah,
For
I
some
didn't
reason,
say that
I don't
part.
know why.
But
Okay? When I pull them
that
into my
button
TV,
at the
it
bottom,
works, but I don't have a cable long
if
enough
you
to
look,
run
one
across the
side says
floor.
game, the other side says voice,
So I'm
because it
looking
has
for a
two different
coupler
channels.
or a very long
So I can
stereo
flip
cable to
between the
use,
two.
and I haven't found either yet. So I'm stuck.
And-
I have nothing else to do right now. I can't.
I'm not going to hear
Fucking
anything for a
order
moment.
it
Hold
on
on.
Amazon. It's all you gotta do. Just fuck it, order it on Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow or the day after. It's all you got. You make things so goddamn complicated. You take a simple problem and make it a fucking world-ending problem.
Do this.
See the pre-stream today?
No, I didn't.
No.
So he was gonna order a 8-bit Nintendo controller for the Switch.
For what?
And so that
I gotta keep digging in my
in
closet.
the
looking. I don't even know what
Nintendo
else to do.
challenge thing that's on there right now for the Switch.
God, he's such a mark.
So no, it gets better. So then he goes to check the price and his price of shipping. He's bitching that it costs more money to get it faster.
Yeah.
Of course.
So he's
What
like,
the-
oh, so I gotta pay like $19 to get in like
Never
2
mind.
days
The
of
adapter
shipping.
doesn't work.
Yes, Phil, that's how
I'll
that
find another
process
one.
works.
God damn it! Here it is, by the way. I'm just wondering if it would fire up and still work. I mean, it's kind of loose. Probably got hurt and damaged in
Phil, wipe that
damaged
thing
in
off,
accident
man. It's
across the
fucking
country 10 years
dusty.
ago. But
What is that? Is that a?
That's
Yeah.
the Raiden sword from Metal Gear Rising.
all right,
Oh, I thought
I'm
it
off
was
to look
something.
further.
But that's the connector, and that's what it looks like when it's
Think of
unplugged.
Unspeakable.
Quit. I tap out on this effort. I just searched my whole house. I can't.
All right, that's
You're a
enough of
bitch
that.
if you're giving up. You're a.
And because Viking said something, I'm wiping it down now.
That's the same video, same one. All right, so that's
All right,
gonna be it for
we'll
the
call it a
night.
here.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for this for now, everybody. Thank you.
Out
There
anyway.
will be a part 3, so look out for that. There will be a part 3, but I will also be playing, like I said, my first run through of KOTOR.
Hold on. I'm gonna. I got to show and tell, Ice. I got to show and tell. Because I
Okay.
shared what it looks like when it's all connected, and I just took a picture of it with my
Ice, he's
headset
showing us
out.
something.
Still think
This-
Jasper just screwed the wire.
Yeah, most definitely. But this is what it looks like when it's unplugged. When there's no plug in it, which is what he was holding up. That's why you see the red dots. That means there's no output for it. There's no headset. So it's going to be red because it has nothing to work with. It's just got the stuff from coming in from your computer and whatnot. So, yeah. There you go, Phil. I have the same exact TLDR, TR, whatever the fuck from Astro, because I did have an pair of Astro A40s. I don't now. I have a different headset, but it still connects to this very easily. And so yeah. There you go, Phil. And that cable
Wow,
that
I'm
goes to
lagging
this
hard.
literally only costs like $7 or $8. And you get it in 2 days. So there you go.
Gay community will make it take longer. You don't understand that, dude.
What's wrong with my note?
But there you have it. So Icy put the proof of how it looks both ways. So
That's what she said.
but thank you, everybody. I greatly appreciate you all. Let me get y'all a ending theme here. Let's see what we got. What can we use? What can we use today?
Yeah, 'cause I have that because of DJ. Because my music will play on the game side of things, as will any other game I play. And
Yeah.
my voice, Skype, Discord all works on the voice side of things. So I can do both.
Really need that money. Really need that money.
Thank you, everybody, and I will definitely.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really need that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X-Y-axis, tipping, so I can catch up on back taxes, making more stats for funding chargebacks, and my lab sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bitch, raise your hands in the air, 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there.